Hi Cake.
Hello. How are we all doing? Are we well? It is Monday. Woo! It's Monday. Lunar Blaze, thank you for 8 months. Shuya, thank you for 18 months. Shuya, also thank you for 100 bits. And Atricure, thank you for 17 months. Let me say hello to all of the people. I have some wicked zoomies all of a sudden. Like, it just hit me in the last, 15 minutes. JC Broken Light, hello. Zahata, Dark Whisper, hello. Cactus Fox and Louis, hello. Niello, Pixel, lovely to see you, hello. Milky Pork says good news. I heard the slide whistle. I'm happy. Yes! I hope you're doing very well. Wellark, hello. Oh, 2 ducks. There's free ducks going today. If you want a duck, today's your day, alright? Pufflemaster, that's the sound of you going in the well. Oh, goodness, lads. What did I do with these?
Ducks are cute.
It's true. It's the truth. Thank you for the bits, Falcon. Luna T-Witch, thank you for 14 months. Mochi Moss, thank you for 9 months. Can you smell what cake is cooking? No, because it's not Friday yet. Awela, hello. Conquered and Mel the Goth and Universal Colour and Flame Skull and Waffle Queen Jenny, hello. Jay Likes Bugs, hello. Goose and Cake, if I haven't said hello to you, lads, you know the drill. Make yourselves known. I look a little dishevelled today. But I feel great and I feel fantastic, which is shocking because I had a bit of a rough day yesterday, but I'm feeling good. Sleepy boy, hello, how are you doing? Kirsten C says, I've been baking and cooking. What you been making? You tell us all about it. Patience is doing alright, got to rest this weekend, but I'm feeling a bit blue now. Oh, well, well, you know what? It's not all bad being blue. Shark is blue. Oh, he do be blue. And he's vibing. It can't be a good day every day. But you can get through. It's true. Actually, I think we have a Dave close-up. Technically, we have 2 Dave close-ups because the stream started. This was my own fault, actually. The stream started and I realized I hadn't plugged my headphones in, and I tried to change the audio device. It wouldn't pick my headphones up at all in OBS, so I had to restart the stream. There's no other way around it. So because the stream restarted, there's actually 2 Dave close-ups. So he just gets to be here a little longer. What Biblically Accurate Chester says, it felt like spring has sprung in my area and been in a good mood all day. Yes! We love to see it. We love to see it. Alex Burke with Cake, hello. Been feeling better today than the last few weeks. Let's go! Woo! Hey. Kaya Cat, hello! Hey. Awela says, I built my own computer on Saturday. Yes! Oh, I'm delighted for you. Oh, he's grooving today. I don't know what's in the air, lads. I feel like I'm wired to the moon or something. I don't know what it is. I think it might be like the adrenaline from realizing the stream had to restart and having to mess around with loads of other things. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Netro, hello, my friends. Help me going through some rough times. Keep your friends close. Also a reminder, you're all awesome and loved. It's true. You're all very good, and someone cares about you. Even on the days where you don't think that's true. It's true. You may not believe it, but it's true. Lupin Towel, thank you for 15 months. 15 of them. 15 of them. Onson Mark, hello. Paige says it's gonna be fine. Gonna take a quick COVID test. Oh, be sure. 100% sure. Better sure than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Oh, Pank Louisa says, can we get a nice old yeehaw for trans rights, lads? I'm gonna do a run up to this one. Can we get, because there's a lot going on right now, can we get a yeehaw? Can we get a yeehaw for trans rights? Right now, this minute, there's a lot of... Oh, God, I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, you'll find out. There's a lot going on. A lot of people who shouldn't have internet access, but look. What? Oh, okay. Okay. He says... Just in case anyone's forgotten, he says or else. He says or else. I didn't know Dave had a voice. I didn't know he had a voice at all. Pixel, thank you for... Oh, that's 11 months. That's not 10. That's 11 of them. And I thank you for being part of this. I thank you very, very much. Very, very much. Yeehaw Dave is here to tell you that you are valid. Because he knows that's the truth. Dave's sounding Toad and Chase. Exactly, I'm just his interpreter. Roddy, hello, I didn't know Dave sounded like Toad. I'm the most surprised. The most surprised. Sorry, my top keeps... I like this top, but it keeps kind of sitting weird on me. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious, tonight. I just feel like I'm full of... I was going to say full of beans, but I feel like I'm full of beans. Frostnate, hello. Sorry, there's a load of people I think I'm after missing here. Cello Girl, hello. Arctic Ash, hello. Hello. On your Friday stream, you mentioned watching Nomi and Juliet in the Discord server. Is that still happening? Yes, it happened, sorry, over the weekend. It happened there on Saturday. So every Saturday, we watch something together on Discord. So you missed it, but there'll be another thing this weekend. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Not even one little worry. Jake J, hello, and Lee, hello. How are you doing? Are you well? Are you very, very well? I hope you're doing well. Roomba, hello. Yes, everybody please redeem your free duck. I don't know why I said it in that tone of voice. It sounds very judgmental. It's like, please get your free duck before we get rid of the free ducks. Oh my god. And in this video, you can see exactly where the ghost is. Oh my god. Sorry. Also, quick thing. I'm aware... sorry. I'm aware that, I think in the States and maybe in some other places, the clocks have changed. So the time has gone forward. That hasn't happened for us yet. So if you're tuning in thinking, oh, this is a strange time. No, this is the same time for me. Our clocks don't go forward until the end of the month. So, oh, good. There was something else. Oh my goodness. Yes, we have so much happening this week. Hang on. I have to tell you all the things. All the things this week. Are you ready? First, while we have the hype train ongoing, we have the sub goal ongoing. If we hit our goal for the month, I will play Dark Souls on stream. It's true. It's true. We're coming up very close to the halfway. I thank you very much. I thank you very much for everything so far. You're very good. You're very kind. Too good. Too kind. Another thing. I'm going to say another thing. This Wednesday, I'm doing the wardrobe tour stream that I promised you from last month. We're doing that this Wednesday. I'm doing it. It's gonna be good fun. I'm gonna explain to you some, some bits about my clothes. If you have any questions, it's gonna be good fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm nervous, but I hope it's good fun for everyone. Corvus, thank you for 11 months. I'm here for all the cake things. You should get Elden Ring instead. Don't tempt me. Do not tempt me. I'll lose myself in that game if I start. I'm serious, I will. Vita Rota, hello. The stream preview is just Dave, as it should be. As it should be. Lady, welcome out. Free duck. Where do I sign up? You just gotta do !duck. You gotta. On Thursday. Now, this is up in the air because I haven't heard back from the crowd who are organizing this. On Thursday, I want to do, and I know this is a little short notice, I usually give you a little more notice for stuff like this. I want to do a fundraiser for humanitarian aid in Ukraine. I want to do it. It's been in my head for a while and I wanted to do it sooner, but I've just been sick and I would hate to do a stream like that if I can't give it 100%. So, all right, here, listen. I'm going to tell you real quick. So the plan is my dad hat should be here soon. And you know what happens if I'm wearing the dad hat on stream? We could do a charity Euro truck stream. Get it? A charity drive. A charity drive. No, Roddy, don't quit. So that's the plan. Now, I don't know 100% if it's going ahead. I want to do it. And I would have done it sooner, only I was not well still after being sick with COVID. So that's the plan. Friday, we're still going. Friday, we're doing Irish stew. So yeah, St. Patrick's Day, we're hopefully doing that fundraiser. Friday, Irish stew. Friday evening, I am going to be over with Board Game Yogi for, oh my goodness, hang on, what's it called? For What's My Line? And that's going to be 7 p.m. Irish time. And then Saturday, don't worry, I will take a good rest of this. Saturday, myself and Dralna are going to do what I think is going to be an annual now speedrun race for Spyro the Dragon. Two Shoes, hello! Two Shoes, thank you for 22 months. 22 of them. How are you doing? Are you well? Are you very, very well? And Dude Distance says hello. Head in a drawer, hello. Anyone I've missed. So we have a lot happening. We have a lot happening. I'm really excited. It's going to be a packed week, and don't worry, I will take a rest after this. I only realized kind of 2 days ago how much I put myself up for, but I'm really looking forward. I'm so excited. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Dr. Burlock, hello. Butterboy has the 3D printed banana. A 3D banana that is printed in a 3D fashion. Oh, goodness. Suhim says, chat, you're all breathtaking. You are all breathtaking. And we have Shark close-up. You know who's breathtaking? Shark. Take my breath away. If you've never been here before, you can give Shark a hug. It's free. It's easy. Exclamation mark, hug Shark. It's true that, you know what? We love you. It's true. It's true. Bone Dry Teletubbies, hello. I'm officially on spring break, so I can stay for the stream. Yes! We got you. Oh, you do be here. I hope you're keeping very, very well. Lovely to have you. Very lovely to have you. Llama Dragon says, my duck is watching with me. Now, listen, lads, there's only so many of those ducks. There's only so many ducks around that we can give out. Lads, now that I've told you all the news, all of it, do we want to play a little video game? A little video game. A game of the video variety. I think maybe we do. I want to just get some tunes first. What are some nice, decent Nintendo music that will possibly make you feel happy? Possibly. That's a good start. A video game on this Monday. Oodle doodles, hello. Video games in this economy. We're going to play video games. Can you believe that? Carry on. Absolute carry on. Cactus Fox has good news. Ooh, I applied to another job and I'm getting much faster at it. Yes. And now I have more time in the day to do another cooking stream. Yes. Oh, Cactus Fox, that's brilliant. Fair play to you. We love to see it. We love to see it. Jack was taken. Hello, what part of Ireland are you from? I'm originally from Tipperary. I am. Once upon a time, I was there. To be fair, actually, I do still visit. Oh, goodness. So, in Minecraft, we are still... I need to label my stream deck a little more vividly so that I stop doing that by accident. I thought that was the change scene button. It was not. Funny thing that it was not. Abby99, thank you for 11 months. How are you doing? Are you well? Are you very, very well? Oh my goodness, I'm zoomy, but I don't think the rest of me is really keeping up. Oh, goodness. Lovey bud, hello. How are you doing? If there's anyone else hello to, you know how it be. Just say hello and just take it easy. Just carry it. Why is Minecraft taking so long to load? It's just crawling along. It's actually just as well I didn't hit the button as fast. It's just crawling. Oh, here it is. Here it is. There we go. Jack says, oh, you're from Belfast. Very nice. Very, very nice. I hope you're having a good one for your good self. Abstract Phantom, hello. Got to carve all the blocks. All of them. Kirsten C says, did Jan share the apple cake with you? He did, actually. He dropped over some today. It's really good. It's really, really good. Like, super, super good. And I got the apron back as well. And Dave is delighted about that, as you can imagine. As you can imagine. What? What? I assume this is Swedish. What does this mean? Is there anyone here who speaks Swedish? Hang on, my camera is... here we go. Ah, that's a little better. Did he wash his hands? You poor lad. You terrorized. I know a bot. Fair enough. I mean, look, if you know a bot, you know a bot. You know, I'm not here to argue with that. Emberlore, hello. Oh, it's the Bass Hunter song. Bass Hunter. Oh, what is that? Don't be doing that. Oh, that's better. Okay, everything's all right. Google says the song. Now we know. We have learned this day. I'm sure this will be completely fine. So far, so good. So far, so good. Hang on, there we go. That's better. All right, I've got Snowball. I'm gonna throw one. Mouse Pouse, hello. If you're a fan of Hitchhikers, you can stick a Swedish fish in your ear and understand Swedish. I'm actually not familiar with Hitchhikers at all. Hardcore Girl says, I love the shark. Ah, yes. You can give Shark a hug if you would like. You can. Exclamation mark. Hug Shark. And Bob Moss, hello. All right. Would you like to see the tunnel? Actually, wait. I don't have a boat. Hang on. I have to make a boat and I'll show you the tunnel. We had a load of glass in here that actually didn't end up getting used. So if anybody wants some extra glass for any reason, we have a lot. We have a lot of glass. G-Field, hello. I found out 2 days ago that my tiger pro. She's an IKEA tiger. Ah, so cute. Very good. A very good friend. Is the music all right for everyone? Out of interest. Sorry, I don't think I actually asked you. I should have asked you and I didn't. Oh. Music good? Very good. Very good. All right, I gotta get that back to my house, because last week, you might remember, I was given a lend of like 3 picks. I think that was on stream. I don't remember. Anyway, I need to give them back. Because I've been holding on to them. I haven't had a chance to give them back yet. So I'm going to head on in and I'm going to give them back.
I tried to give you a gentle hello when I walked through the door.
Hello,
right.
dear. Hello. Are you well? There's apple cake in the fridge. Let's go! Let's go! He. Say hello to he. It's his birthday the other day, so it's kind of still his birthday a little bit. He. Oh, your leg's okay.
They're almost fine, but I definitely overdid it.
He.
So, needless to say, I'm going back to the gym.
Woo!
Not for another leg day.
Woo! Give it up for he going to the gym. Give it up! Woo! Hey,
Part of
hey.
it is that I realized I actually saved money because there's a card charge for like which means I don't have to spend money on
Woo!
I can just drive it on full.
Woo! We love to see it. Have fun. Bye, McDara.
I don't know if I've ever called him Mixed.
That's okay. Farewell. Bye. There he goes. Yeah, he's going to visit someone named Jim. You got it exactly right, lads. I'm glad. Oh dear. Holy moly. Oh goodness. I'm still so. We have a tiny bit of the cake I made on Friday still in the house, and it's very good. Oh, wanna get those pics now. Cutie Pie's the you. Ah, he's very cute. I'm trying to remember where I put these. Where'd I put these? So, oh, wait. Do it. Why do I have so much stuff? I don't remember where I put the pics that I got a lend of. I know they're safe somewhere. Because they're named as well. Is he joined the gym or the gym? I mean, look, he could be doing both. Maybe he's just made a very nice friend. Oh, here they are. Hang on. Pick 1. Pick 2. Pick 3. There we go. What? Am I being given one back? Oh, did I give you the wrong one? Is there one missing? I think there might be one missing. How many shark going to increase McTar's push-up count for the gym days? Oh no, you'll kill him. Oh no, you'll kill him. You'll do him an injury. You'll do him an injury. I went to the gym today. Please clap. Please clap. No, I went today and I'm slowly getting over my fear of doing weights. And I did weights. They weren't very heavy weights now, mind you, but I'm gonna feel them tomorrow. I'm gonna feel them. Clapping hands, thank you. Lunar Ablaze says, yes, he brought me over some of the cake and some of the drink as well. I don't remember what the drink was called. I haven't tried the drink yet, but I've got a little bit of both. And I'm very, very excited to try the drink. I did try the cake. It's incredible. I really want to try making it myself sometime. But, you know what we're doing this Friday? Irish stew. I don't know if I've ever made stew on stream. Because it's the kind of thing you have to let it go for a while. What was I doing before I got... I'm just going to hope that doesn't hit anybody. Cake's getting strong. I am getting strong. I'm getting real strong. Real strong. But yeah, like, I remember I used to go to the gym in college. Hello. I used to go to the gym in college, but I would be kind of afraid to go over by the weights because it was all like it'd be all the rugby lads and I'd be terrified to go over. I don't know what I was terrified of. I don't know what I thought would happen, but, you know, turns out it's actually okay. It's completely fine. I'm going to sacrifice these sticks. I have one thing I need to do. I need to bring some dye over to somewhere because I'm not using it. Hacha. Irish stew. Stew made out of the Irish? No. Technically speaking, in an Irish stew, there is not any carrot. Traditionally. Now, I don't really mind. I don't really care. And I'll probably put some in there anyway. But, you know. I took a lot of black dye from here, so I'm actually just going to give back a little bit of what I'm not using. There we go. I hope that doesn't mess anything up. There we go. Understandable pigments. Honestly, like, it's just, it's one of those things, and now that I'm over the fear, I'm going in and I'm picking up heavy things, and you know what I'm doing with the heavy things? I'm picking them up and I'm putting them back down again. Now, I know that's a lot. But, you know, you gotta put them back down again. You put the recipe in Food and Drink earlier, I want to make stew too. Yes, I'm actually gonna find a recipe, maybe either after stream tonight, or I'll try and find one tomorrow. I'll do my best. Also... who did this? So, just to keep everyone in the loop, for anyone who doesn't know what we're doing in Minecraft at the minute. So, there is a massive tunnel going from the main town out to Alex Burb's Hazelburb City. And we're using the little... now, we're going to make some water elevators as well, just as like a backup in case this plugin stops working. But we have the little elevator... ooh! I'm okay. In this house, we're driving the wrong side of the road. We have this, so what you do is you jump to go up onto the bit of wall that's above it. Or you shift to go down. But if you shift again, somebody has made a teeny tiny little Dave shrine. A teeny tiny little shrine for Dave. And I could check who did it, but, you know, that kind of takes the fun out of it. So, you know, I'm just going to leave it. Dave Shrine. Now, I want to see a big round of applause for everyone who's been working on this tunnel. Because this tunnel now, like, you can get in a boat and you can now go the whole way through the tunnel to Hazelburb City. The whole way. You can get in a boat and you can go the whole way. There is ice and glass the whole way. And we have a shark close-up. I want to see some appreciation for everyone who's working on it. I looked away for like 3 days, and suddenly it was completely functional. Now, there's a lot that still needs to be done. There's a lot that needs to be done. But it is completely functional. It's so cool! It's so cool! Ah! So cool! I'm so excited. Is boat faster than cart? Yes, I'm gonna show you how fast it is. Are you excited to see how fast it goes? Because Shark is like, oh, Shark is excited to see. He do be excited. If you haven't given him a hug today, it's never too late. I want to see you fasten the seatbelts because we're going to go. And when I say we're gonna go, I mean we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Oh, we're gonna go. So this is the correct lane, the wrong lane, and this is the incorrect lane, the right lane. Now we're going on this. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So you want to get in lane. And here the glass starts. We might bring the glass back just a little further. This is going to go very fast. And Attricare says my statistics say something like 6,000 blue panes of glass now. Lads, give it up for every... loads... Put your hand up if you've been working on this. I want to see a round of applause. I will help out with this bit here because it's under a claim. But... Are you ready? We're going to go the whole way... Watch the speed of this. So this is blue ice. It's not packed ice. This is blue ice the whole way. Mini Munchkin, hello. How are you doing? Puffle Master's been working away. We have Kaya Cat. Oh boy. We're in the void. We do be in that void though. Photosensitivity warning for a minute. We are going fast and it will be a little bit of flashing for a minute. Maybe we should go a little less fast. This is normal because there's a couple of people online. You know, it's loading in a... Oh, no. It's loading in a lot at once. Reality can't keep up with us. That's how fast we're going. Hang on. If I just... That makes absolutely... Actually, that's a little less flashy. I'll leave the shaders off for a minute because the flashing isn't... Where have I gone to? I've phased out of reality. We're gonna end up falling out of Sweden again. I mean, look, if we're gonna fall out of Sweden in any video game, it's probably going to be Minecraft. We're going fast, so it's 70 blocks a second if you can get the full speed up. Oh boy. So how's everybody's weekend been? Are we well? The subtitle just says rowing. Like, we're just in the void now. Oh! We're no longer in the void. Space, hello! Space, thank you so much for 11 months. Cake, I got a bonus and a raise. Which day is your birthday? Happy birthday week! But which day is your birthday? And can we get some, oh my goodness, some incredible scream up for a bonus and a raise? That's so good! Ah! So delighted for you. You love to see it. We're going. Oh, we're going. Oh, we're going. Arctic Ash says spent all Saturday at the salon. I'm blonde now. Ooh, very nice. You love to see it. I hope your hair is very nice. Very, very nice. And he says, anyone else hearing Deja Vu being sung in the background? It's just a little loop. It's just a little loop. We are, where are we? We're 6,000 blocks in. The world, the server it would normally keep up. I have done this the whole way without being interrupted, but because there's so many people online, it's actually, we'll have to go a little slower than you would otherwise. We can go the whole way. Look at this. Just Newman. Just Newman. We're actually at exactly the right angle where I don't need to steady us up anymore. Oh, we're still phasing out of reality. Reality. We're at the edge of the universe. But look, like, this is all placed by hand. There's no world edit, no creative mode. This has all been done in survival, and I'm just so impressed, lads. So incredible. So cool. But yeah, it'll show the weather and everything through the ground if the... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We'll get there eventually. Four Geese in a trench coat. Hello, how are you doing? If there's someone in the boat with you... I mean, there should... Is there? Oh, Alex Burb is in the boat with me. Ah, we got a passenger. Oh, this is very appropriate. Oh God, I think we're going a bit fast. I love how every so often it stops. He's like, no, you're too far into the void. We got a sneaky lad on board. I didn't even see him hop in. I'm so sorry about the flashing. We're going too fast for reality. When did you even get into the boat? Alex is stowed away. He just got into the boat. You didn't even see him. We're always still going. We're nearly there, actually, because I know that Amethyst geode. We're not far off being there. Oh, Alex Bird says when you stopped where the glass started. Oh. Sneaky. Sneaky. Call me Folky, is it? Hello, how are you doing? Come in, come in. Are you well on this Monday? I hope you're having a good one. That's it. We're here. That is 11,000 blocks travelled. We'll make an easier way to get up here. 11,000 blocks. That's pretty good. Let me throw my shaders back on. So, the plan is I'll have a chat with Alex Burr probably off stream about it, but we can have a little station here and we can set up an elevator so that you can get up and down real fast and be speedy. Stars above! Thank you so much for 9 months. 9 of them. 9 of them. We have a message here from Alex Burb. Says, you're all good eggs. Thanks a lot. Ah! You guys. You guys. And we have another shark close-up, lads. You're wild today. Johansson, give it up for Shark. It's he. Oh, he's here. Oh, he's here. He's going to do his best to make your day better. He's going to do his best. Oh, he's doing a big groove. Look at him go. Look at him go. Buttons, hello. How are you doing? Come in, 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 come in. Shark is gonna... Oh, he's gonna put a little magic on your day, alright? I don't know where he's getting the magic, but he's putting it... There you go. There you go. It's been done. It's been applied. There you go. Oh, we have banners! We have potential banners for Alex Burb's city. We got... Oh my god, the cat. Cat banner. Cat banner! And Burb banner. Oh, these are nice. Actually, are you going to use both of them? I think that would be really nice. Cat banner and Burb banner. They're so good. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them. I'll show you without the shaders as well. Actually, the colors are pretty close. I like the combo because Nozette was my cat and I'm a Burb. It's true. That's true. If you want to get a copy of each of them, we can pop them into the rail station. How's that sound? That sound good? Yeah, that sound good? Yeah, yeah, we love it. We love it. They're so cute. I didn't realize it was actually himself said weeks ago. It was like, oh, you can actually make a cat with Minecraft banners. And I never knew, but now we know. Now we know. Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness. Give it up! So there's still a lot of work that needs to be done on the actual tunnel. There's a few things I'm going to run around and just do and show you and whatever first. But we'll, you know the way we have a nice chat of a Monday. Alex of House Burb, leader of their clan, long may he reign. Aww. Okay, Mucho said, hello. I'm actually not sure. If anyone knows how to make the cat banner, you let us know, alright? Because I don't know. I'm going to just break my boat and hold on to it, and I'll bring it back with me. I'm going to warp back just 'cause it's a little faster. There isn't a warp out here, because we're reaching a point with, like, adding warps on the server where it's getting a bit, crowded in the menu, so... Oh, what a classic. And a good evening to yourself, Mucho said. How are you keeping? Are you well? Are you very, very well? I'm going to just drop some things into my house and we'll see what we're up to then. I think you need a god apple. God apple. I think you could selectively add or remove portions and patterns, and in the right order you get almost anything. Oh. There you go. There you go. No. What if you put a cafe in the subway station? Miss Krypton, hello, how are you doing? I was actually thinking of doing that. Funny you should say. I was thinking of doing exactly that. I'm not sure what we do about the villagers in there is the only thing. Because I think the villagers inside... Hang on, we'll go for... You know what? I'm going to go for a little sleep. I don't have a bed. Is there anywhere I can go for a little sleep? Oh, it is Pie Day. You're entirely right. I completely forgot. It is Pie Day on this day today. Lads, has anyone made a pie on Pie Day? Buddy? Sir? How long have you been living here? How long has he been there? Well, I'm going for a little sleep anyway. Don't worry about it. Dansko, hello, Minecraft, more like Hourcraft. How are you doing? Well, you know what? He's not bothering anybody. He can continue to live there. That is completely okay. I'm okay with that. On this day, we subbed to Pie Thumper. Snowman friend. Snowman friend. Achha. Let me have a look in the station. Let me show you. It's because... No, because it's 14th to the 3rd, and in no language I know does that mean pie. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. If Pie Day ever falls to Friday, we'll make a pie. So we could put a little cafe area, but I don't know who owns these librarians. Oh, God. Oh, that was really weird. Their heads were like... Buddy! Oh, that's... Your eyes, where your eyes. Your eyes, where your eyes. Oh, that's so weird. They're morphing before our very eyes. Oh, I don't... Ooh. Anyway, somebody owns these librarians. I'm not sure who, but we could put it, like, in there. Because I don't know if they get use. I don't know if anybody actually trades with them. Oh, yes! We have the banners up. Oh. What has science done? Science has gone too far. Too far. There is an entire upstairs in here, by the way. All of these are past stream tour books, and I need to update this. I have a load that I'm holding in my house that I need to add. I don't know where I'm going to add them. But there's an entire upstairs in here, and I don't know if everybody has been up here, but it's really nice. Ems built this ages ago. This was built, like, in 2020, and it's really, really pretty. And that's why we decided to use it as the station, because it wasn't getting any use. We're like... It makes way more sense to use this as a train station because there's just so much space. So much space. Someone else has librarians. I don't know who, but somebody. Seal the Steel, hello. How are you doing? Are you well? Are you very, very well? Who's the Greek god with two faces? It's him. He's finally here. Janus, is it? You could be right, Butterfly Peepstar. It could be Janus. I'm not sure. I don't know my Greek mythology very well. What was everybody's... I know I've talked about being really, really interested in ancient Egypt. What was everybody's thing? Because, like, I always say, oh, everyone was an ancient Egypt kid. No. Some people were ancient Greece kids, and some people were ancient Rome kids. What was everyone's thing? I'm pretty sure it was Greg, Agaman Greg. But yeah, it's a really pretty building. I'm glad we're getting use out of it. Sus Watcher, hello! Welcome in. How are you keeping? I hope you're having a very, very good one. Very, very good one. Miss Krypton says Ancient Norse. Oh, Cactus Fox says definitely Greek mythology kid. My mom taught me to read with them. Oh, that's lovely. That's really, really sweet. Percy Jackson kid gang gang. Hey, Chillo, how are you doing? J-Luck Buzz says I was a bug kid. I will never forget, I had a little set for, like, catching and looking at, like, insects and stuff and then releasing them, and I thought it was so cool. But does anyone remember from, like, you might remember it from biology in school or whatever, when you went out to, like, look for insects and inspect them, you had to use a thing to, like, pick them up. And it was like a straw going into a thing and a straw at the other side. It was called a pooter. And we were not capable of not laughing, and it was very silly. It was very silly of us, but look, that's just how it be. Moxie Rose says, I saw The Mummy in 6th grade and been obsessed with ancient Egypt since then. Oh, I've never seen The Mummy. I don't think it's my thing, because I don't like things that are too scary, but, you know. You know. I feel like everybody saw The Mummy when it came out. Not me, and by choice. Absolutely by choice, not me, but... Shadow says, y'all talk about being that one little dude at the beginning of Pokemon claiming he's going to be the very next Pokemon champion coming at you with just a Caterpie and a Weedle. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. Make the cup of oh, yes. Miss Eliza Bennett understands the goodness of Barry's tea. And I am so proud. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I was just a kid, says Alex Burp. Horrible Histories was really good. Is Horrible Histories still going? Because I know a lot of it was on Netflix, but I don't know if it's still on there or not. Horrible Histories, genuinely very. I think I still have. It might be in my mum's house, but I know I still own the Horrible Histories Ancient. Oh, the Awesome Egyptians. That's what it was called. Very good. Really, really good. Lady Faust says, I honestly didn't want to see it when it came out either because I thought it wouldn't be my thing, but The Mummy and The Mummy Returns are both amazing. I might go out of my way to watch them at some point. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll go pure mad. I'll do it. Google says the next Pi Day on a Friday will be in 2025. Well, I intend to still be doing this if you're happy to still be around, so hold me to that. Hold me to that. If we're here in 2025 and it's a Friday and I don't give you a pie on Pi Day, then you can riot. You're allowed to riot. So say me. I say that. Let's cook all of these spuds. Leah says I may or may not own all of the books. Oh, all of the Horrible History books. There was a horrible... Oh. I see. There's a problem with... There's... I can't get out! Can I just jump and close this? No, that's... No. Molly, hello! How are you doing? Are you well? Don't tell anybody. It's okay, I only warped like a second away from my house. Jamie, oh my goodness, wait, I didn't read the Royal Diaries, but do you remember, I think this might have been one of the series of the Royal Diaries. Does anyone remember those, like, My Story books? Or it was like, this story is like a realistic account of somebody who was, like, on the Titanic or something. Does anyone remember those? Because I had a moment of, like, it was real. It was real to me when I, like, got older and realized that they weren't actually real accounts. They were just, you know, they were just recreated. They were really good. They were really interesting. Like, they were genuinely really, really interesting. I really enjoyed them. Oh, goodness. She said just... It's only 3 years, 2025. And, like, I'm not scared of the passage of time anymore. I joke and I mess, but I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. Like, Fargo, perhaps. I'm not as familiar with Fargo. The Sparky House. Zoink, Scoop. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. And Pigeon says COVID test is negative. My parents called to help look at tax returns. Thankfully, all are good. I'm ready to perish. Oh no, you poor chicken. You get a good rest for yourself, alright? Jam Bobs, hello! Oh no! I had a terrible experience with pooters. I sucked up a ladybird and nearly choked on it. No! Oh, you poor chicken. Oh no. Artigash says, raise your hand if you read way too many Geronimo Stilton books. I've never heard of Geronimo Stilton. I don't think that was a thing here. This is a bop. Can we see a little uns? Sir? Sir? Who owns this wait a second. Who owns... Somebody come and give these poor misfortunes a home, would you? Now hold on! Nafi, how are you doing? Magic Treehouse, I'm not familiar with the Magic Treehouse. I don't think that's one of the ones I grew up with, but... Oh, excuse me. I used to love those My Story books. I'm just gonna do a little snow cleanup, actually, as I'm walking around, because, you know, it's getting to that time of year where it's not snowing anymore. We're supposed to have warm weather this week, which is kind of mad. Like, around Paddy's Day and everything. Butterfly P-Flare says, Geronimo Stilton just woke a dormant part of my brain. What was it? Does anyone have a bite-size explanation of Geronimo Stilton? Human, hello! How are you doing? Come in. Are you well? Love the shaders and Dragon the Water. I really, really like... Now, I did tweak the shaders quite a bit to make them nicer underwater, because it was impossible to see if I didn't... So now I just got rid of the underwater fog, and now my life is easier. Warm! Well, I say warm, like over 12 degrees, I think. Which is gas, because there was snow down the country last week, so... In Ireland, warm. It happens. The odd time it would be known to happen. So it's kids' books about a cowardly mouse going on batshit adventures with his family. Oh, bless. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Flowers says it's 8 degrees Celsius today. Finally, snow melting weather. That is snow melting weather. What is this? Is this somebody's house? Geronimo Stilton does sound like really strong Stilton cheese, but it's a great name for a mouse. Face Daniel, hello, yes, go get your free duck. If there's anyone here who hasn't taken their free duck, exclamation mark, duck. Get your free duck. It's a steal. It's a giveaway. Zarga Dragon says, no, you went for a nap and accidentally slept for 6 hours. Hey, look, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes you gotta rest the brain. You get a free duck. I know we usually only give out things on certain streams, but you know, it's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. The ducks at the park are also free. You can just go and take a duck from the park. No, please don't, because I think the duck will actually be a little bit angry with you, but you could do it. Theoretically. You could just go take a duck for a walk. Don't! Because, you know, it's a big emotional responsibility to look after a duck. If you take a duck from the park because they're free, you become that duck's parent. You are responsible for duck. The duck might try and stop you from taking it from the park. To be fair, that's a very good point. I hadn't thought of that. If anyone wants to help clear snow around town. We're gonna leave the Christmas tree, by the way, because we left the one from the year before, and I think we're just gonna collect Christmas trees, because I think that's cute. Space says, my job forgot to withhold half my taxes last year, so I get to deal with the screw up now. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I hope it's not any more painful than it strictly needs to be. When's Paddy's Day, lads? Jebobs, it is Thursday. Namu, hello, how are you doing? And thank you for the bits. How are you getting on?
What if a duck steals a duck from a park?
Well, then they are eloping. They are leaving for a duck life elsewhere. That's what's happening. 5 years later, the town is... It will just be Christmas trees. I mean, there's a chance we might just expand the town. Or start putting the Christmas trees somewhere else, but look. Isn't it fun to just run around and run into a Christmas tree in July? Maybe. If you take a duck from the park, is it abduction? G-Field. I can't believe you. I can't believe you would have thought of that, and I did not think of that at all. I did not think of that at all. No, you can't unsub to me. I'm not responsible for this one. I didn't think of this. Good stream, everyone. Let's go home. Let's end stream for the second time today. Oh, dear. JLexBug says, my friend fed a duck Pringles. Oh, no, the poor duck. Please don't feed ducks food that's not good for them. Please give them like peas and corn and cool things like that, because they will be delighted. They'll grow up to be big, strong ducks, and then they will fight you if you try and take them from the park. I think I might be sending mixed messages here. Alex Burp says, I updated my dad message on my townhouse. Think I should put it in Hazelburp City as well? I would say so. Lads, have you praised the square melon today? Now's as good a time as any. Today's the day. Is that Is this a claim corner? This shouldn't be visible. Let me just, Is somebody making fake claim corners? Someone... This is funny because it is, to be fair, in case anyone's worried, this is actually it's entirely harmless because you can't do this on somebody's claim. There's just a fake claim corner. Wait, I think there's another one up here. So, just for anyone who's out of the loop, when you make a claim, just like claim a little bit of land, when it's active or when you're making it or if you're checking it, this will come up, but it's only on your screen. So someone, hang on, I have to get myself like, someone has just made several of these and put them around the place. We have been bamboozled. We have been absolutely bamboozled. That's gas. Oh my goodness. Dalamadeus, did I say your name right? Hello, and thank you so much for subscribing. You're incredibly kind. I hope you're having a very fine Monday for your good self. Our boozles have been... We have been bamboozled. We really, really have. Oh, by the way, I think there's a lot of spare stuff over by the Christmas tree from since Christmas. If anybody wants to pick it up, it's up to yourselves, lads. It's up to yourselves. Shenanigans have been had. Now that I'm thinking, I think there's another one of these over by the community center. Also, you might be noticing that my game is running a little smoother with the shaders than it was last week. Turns out my PC was completely fine. Now, when I'm going fast, you know, whatever. My PC was completely fine. There was just something... Oh. Somebody took a bite out of this one. Someone took a bite out of this one. I want to see if there's another, like, corresponding corner somewhere. I don't think this one has... No, this is just a stray corner. Oh, God. Okay, everyone can take a bite of the rest of that corner, I guess. I mean, it does look like it's made out of real butter because of the gold, so, you know. You know. That's funny. Oh, dear. What was I doing? Should have claimed it so... I don't know if I can make a claim that small. I feel like I'm setting a precedent here, but look, life is short and we want to have a little funny laugh. I don't think I can make a claim that small. Oh, I can! Oh, God! I didn't realize I could make a claim that small. Well... There we go. Come and get your gold, whoever it was. Itakala, hello, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm so glad I can finally catch a stream again. There are so many new builds on the server I haven't seen yet.
There are loads. There are honestly loads. And your place is safe as well, don't you worry. I do have one bit of news for you, Itakala. Someone made a new post office. So you can either have a post office fight or you can merge together to become one... No, not abandon all claims. One post office. There we go. Okay, I haven't claimed this anymore. I'm going to put this shovel back. How have you been keeping though, Itakala? It's lovely to see you. Are you well? I didn't mean to try and... I don't want to claim the community center. That's not something I want to claim. Here we go. Now. It's here. If anyone wants it... Oh yes, I was digging up snow and talking about my shaders. So there's been a weird, like, there's been like a rogue process, like a constant Windows updater process on my PC, like every time I start, and it's been absolutely eating my disk. Like, I go into Task Manager and it's just using 100% of the disk. So I force closed it, and now my PC is running completely normally and better than I can remember for a long time. So I'm delighted. It means I can actually use my shaders properly again, because I was going mad because I kept using, like, you know, I got all of the performance mods. I got, you know, your sodium, all of the others that go with sodium. I don't remember them. They're all like element names. And it was making no difference. I was so confused. I was getting really annoyed. I was like, what's going on? And then I found out. So all is well. It sounds like, I think it might be a Windows Defender oopsie or update oopsie. You know the way it be. You know the way it be. Help me, I'm twitching. Hello. The mining and the crafting are going very, very well. Very, very, very well. That's not snow. That's an entrance and exit. And Krulls, did I say hello to you? Hello. How are you keeping? Yeah, it does absolutely nothing but suck up CPU usage. It's not like it's even, you know, actually updating anything. It's just... Okay, Jedi's gonna have to get that one bit of snow over there. I might be able to get this bit. No. Jedi can look after that. That's alright. She can manage it. Mandroid, hello. How are you keeping? Okay, this is Help Me I'm Twitching the Snow. I'll get the rest of it out here. The common ones that throttles your hard disk if you're on a spinning rust drive. Well, thankfully we're all doing alright. We're all doing alright now. Carolyn says I had to tell Windows anti-malware to not scan its own folder yesterday because my PC was barely moving. It really sometimes just gets a mad notion. It's like, you know what? Let's scan everything for 4 hours and do nothing else and be of no use. And not do it when you're not doing anything. Well, there it is. Wait, is this a different... No, that's the same one I was looking at a minute ago. It's the same one. Dr. Murlock says I built a snowy area of town. You did, actually. The whole town was snowy. I'm gonna leave the bit that's, like, around the Christmas tree, you know? Hedge says, to be fair, if I were a virus, the antivirus folder is the first place I'd think to hide. Right under the nose of the enemy. What if I'm the PC virus? What if I am the Linkin Park in the end official download mp3.exe? You dig? Go on. Who was responsible for downloading a virus of some description onto the family computer with LimeWire? Go on. Go on. Hands in the air. You're all going to prison. No, you're not. You're not. Oh, goodness gracious. How did we get out of that with our lives, honestly? How did we get out of our lives? You can't prove a goddamn thing! Jeff, how are you doing? Hello. Amber, she says, the one that drove me absolutely insane a while ago was Superfetch, which tries to guess what you want to load based on your habits and loads automatically in the background. Oh, I heard about that, actually. That would drive me mad. I'm like, can I not just have... Like, I understand why so many people move away from Windows to, like, you know, some distro of Linux, because you'd be losing your mind. You'd be going mad. Windows is just like, I decide I'm gonna do this today. I'm like, no, you're not. I don't want you to do that today. What you... Oh. The overground nether is being disassembled. I'm gonna let Leah do that. I'm not going to intrude. I'm not going to impose. LimeWire, good memories. Good memories, interesting memories. Ow, ow, ow. Get me out of here. Ow. I've done nothing you can prove. It's alright. You're among friends. G-Felt says, well, the family doesn't want the computer anymore actually after accidentally got a virus. Does it still count? You know, I won't tell on you, alright? I won't tell on you. Who split this tree in half? I'm sure it's fine. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Oh, goodness. Cake, what do you think about a stupendous Irish stew for this Friday? What makes it so stupendous? Oh, no slaying! Hello! How are you keeping? Are you very, very well? I don't think there's any snow around here. I don't think I actually put any down here because I only cleared out this area in the last month or so. Let's go for a walk down here. Take one says that's why I keep malware bites on the computer, so if I pick up a virus, it'll kick him straight to EBDB. No messing around. Straight out to EBDB. Zarga Dragon says, do you remember that post where the guy went to his friend's house and he only had Linkin Park in the end on his iTunes and he'd played it over 50,000 times? How long is that song? Can somebody work out, or I'll do it myself, how long is that? Like that song, what, must be about 3.5, 4 minutes? Maybe it's 4.5 minutes, I don't rightly remember. That's... You would have to be playing it non-stop for, like, a long time. Like, a long... Gotcha. 3 minutes 36. Maybe in the end, it doesn't even matter. Does somebody want to crunch the numbers on this just out of messing? I'm actually going to try and get the snow off some of these trees. And then we might go down into the tunnel for a while. I just want to do something outdoors before I go down there. I don't really listen to other music. 280 hours. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've listened to some songs on loop a lot. Like, there was a new Starjunk song that came out there the other week. And I had it on loop while sorting out stuff for Amsterdam for like an hour and a half. And it's only a short song. It's only like maybe 3 minutes. But... Wait. 280 hours, 125 days. 2,800 hours. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. 2,800 hours. 125 days. How? I mean... To be fair, I wouldn't put it past myself when I was younger. Like, I would definitely have listened to, like, an Evanescence album. One of however many. I would have probably listened to one that much. But, like, the whole album, not just one song. I'm kind of impressed, to be honest. Lady Beans, hello. Speaking of songs, what's playing right now? This is so catchy. Oh, this is... Oh, I can't remember which song this is. I know it's from Heart Gold, I think. Do do do. Oh my goodness, which town is this? Do 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 do. It's from Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver, and I do not remember where it's from. I don't know why. Do, do, do. Does anyone remember the name of this? It's just gone completely out of my head. Bulbinator, hello, how are you doing? No Science says, now imagine that with Bohemian Rhapsody. 6 minutes. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's a good tune, don't get me wrong. It's a good tune. Oh, we got some snow down here. We'll clear all this. Now, obviously, I have songs I'd probably listen to that much, but I don't have issues. That's okay. Sparky, you too. Hello. Oh, this is claimed. This is claimed by Aesthetic. That's okay. I'll go for a little walk. I'll go around it. Oh, goodness. Roddy says, one of my friends once went to the jukebox at a convention and listed as many versions of Rasputin by Boney M in a row as he could. The jukebox was disconnected for the rest of the weekend. That is incredible. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Do a little crime. No, just in case Aesthetic has a plan for up there or something. I didn't know he had a build up there. Come here to me, actually. Speaking of conventions, did anyone go to DCC? Because I was thinking about it, and just one thing, it just kind of fell through. I didn't end up going, but I don't know how snow ended up here. I'm so sorry to whoever owns the shop. I think this is my fault. Psyched out giraffe, hello! Caroline says, Cake, we've not had a BBB. We haven't had a BBB in a long time. We could have a BBB in a minute. What the? Oh, no. I don't know what I expected going down here. You know what? Sometimes you just have to not ask questions. No questions being asked. Just gonna pretend I didn't see it. Oh, I know what this is, actually. I think this is a thing someone was building. Hang on. It's the entrance around here. It's unfinished, so I'm going to not show it, but it's Lumsers. It's Lumsers Mystical Emporium. It's been under construction for a while, because you don't want to be rushing these things, so I'm not going to give it away. Not going to be giving it away. Not going to give it away. Anyway, snow. Go dig up some more snow. I did some magic on these ones. We'll deal with that later. And No Slate says the only DCC I know is Doha. Convention Center back home. No, that's not the one. There was Dublin Comic Con was on over the weekend, and I didn't go, but I heard it was good fun. To be honest, my favorite part of a convention is the artist alley. I just go in, I see art, I get nice prints, I put them on my wall, and it gives me happy brain juice for the rest of the year. Like, really, it is my favorite part of a convention. Like, obviously I love seeing like the work people have put into cosplays and stuff, but I love going to an artist alley. I love it so much. It just makes me so happy. I love getting prints. I love getting little keychains. It's just good stuff, you know? It's the good stuff. Real good stuff. Alex Burp says, Psyched Out Giraffe says, I've Roscoe on my campsite, not sure if I should invite him to say. Is Roscoe is he the black horse with the red eyes? Is that him? Or am I thinking of someone else? I could be getting all confused. And Noffy says, I only go to one convention, to the Artist Alley. I love it there so much. Love good Artist Alley. Love it. Love it. Thoughts of 3am. Hello, why are you digging snow out of town? Why is there snow in town? Because we decorated for the holidays. But it's starting, it's spring. It's been springtime for a while. I want to do something while chatting to everybody. How are you doing? Are you well? Notes says, now that I think about it, the only time I go to a convention is for books. A book convention. Ooh. I mean, you know what? You're right too. You're right too. Does anyone here go to any conventions that are like not anime or comic? Like for other hobbies, what kind of events are there? I'm always interested because I know that, you know, if for card games and stuff, there'd be tournaments and whatever. But Existential Bread, hello, how are you doing? Caroline says, speaking of merch stuff, some of the stuff I ordered from Red Bull was supposed to be stuck in the post. No! Oh, sickening. I hope it arrives to you soon. I really, really hope so. Hope so. Chris Robbins says, I went to a party over the weekend that's about all the social interaction I've had all this year, but isn't it nice to have a little interaction? A little social interaction. Never been to a convention, says Caroline. It's good fun. It's good. You have to be ready for it because it can be quite intense, you know, like it's very busy, especially, you know, now it's weird to be somewhere that's busy, but it's good fun, especially if you go with some friends, you know. Does the Renaissance Festival count as a convention? I would say, yeah, like it's a festival kind of thing. Like festivals count as well, as far as I'm concerned. Any gatherings, fun gatherings for hobbies, I count that. Thought says, I'm tired, we'll probably fall asleep any moment here. I'll love you to snooze too. Oh, we'll try not to be too wild today. Well, for now. I hope you have a lovely sleep. Ifia says the closest I go to is a big convention here in the US that started out as just science fiction, but it's grown so big that it's just anything you can think of now. A lot of conventions have kind of become everything conventions. Like, there's a lot of cons that used to be just anime, and they're kind of everything, and vice versa. There's ones that were just comic focused, and now you get, like, anime stuff there as well. And sure, look, why not? You know, as long as it's still well put together. Cassie Slow went to a tabletop gaming convention a few years back. I went to actually one of those as well, which is funny because I don't really do tabletop gaming, but I went with like a couple of people. It was really fun. If anyone Irish knows WarpCon down in Cork, it was really nice crowd there. It was good fun. And Jogia, hello, how are you doing? And Twaxi, how are you doing? Oh my goodness, that frightened the life out of me. Whew. This doesn't have... No, this just has unbreaking. Be fine. You know what? I'll just use this. I'll use this so it doesn't make any noises. Cake, it's you. If you were too wild, I'd be kind of worried. You know what? Fair point. Fair point. And HR, hello. How are you keeping? Or at least it's just a weekend to play board games is a fun idea. My God, it's a pretty nice idea. Like, I played an RPG one-shot, which is the only one I've ever played. It was really good fun, and that was 2017. I still haven't done another... Well, kind of did one since, but not really. It was just, like, you know, very casual, but it's good fun. WarpCon, no, WarpCon, like warping from place to place. It was good fun. Very good fun. Paradise Inspiration says there's Gen Con here in Indianapolis, which is a tabletop convention. I gotta go for the 1st in August. I'm very excited. Oh, for the first time in August. Oh, yes. Very good. Very nice fun. I remember my first convention. The first con I ever went to was, rest in peace, Airticon. I went to Airticon 2014. I wasn't planning to go. I was in town with a friend of mine, and we went for, I think we went for lunch or something, and we were like, here, will we just go to Airticon? Because you could buy tickets at the door. Like, it hadn't sold out to capacity, and we just went, and I went to an artist alley, and I had a great time. It was really nice. Wait, did you go to Airticon, Roddy? Technically your first convention. It was nice. It was good fun. Zarga Dragon says I met Lou at a con also. Oh, there we go. There we go. Paige says a scout summer camp with 40,000 people. How do you organize 40,000 people? That's crazy. Oh my, I mean that sounds incredibly cool, but oh my god. 40,000 people. Oh, hello. I've only been to a few Comic Cons. Comic Cons are intense. And I'm the kind of person that if a convention doesn't have an artist alley, and to be fair, Comic Cons do sometimes. MCM had one, but it was a little... It wasn't as extensive. I don't think there were as many places for them, for artists, but, you know. You spend 5 years planning. I went to the World Jamboree in the UK a very long time ago, says Amber Shee, and it was a lot of people. That's so crazy. Oh my goodness. Because, like, I've heard about jamborees and stuff. I never did scouts or anything when I was younger, but that's just... It sounds incredible. Like, it sounds like it'd be just so much fun. So much fun. Psychedelic Giraffe says, technically Crufts is a dog convention. It's always fun to go to if you get a chance. Completely forgot to book tickets this year. I suppose it is a dog convention. I hadn't really thought about it that way. Dog convention. Dog convention. The big con I mentioned earlier says if it has a separate building for the art stallion vendors, it's 4 stories tall. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Like, I pace back and forth through an artist alley. I know I'm probably a terror to deal with, because if I spend more than 2 seconds looking at your stall, I'm probably going to buy something, but sometimes I'll go back and forth, and then I'll do one tear through the artist alley and buy everything I have my eye on all at once. So I'm probably awful to be doing, like, because I'll be nice. Like, I would never be like, oh yeah, real nice, cool, very nice, and walk away and not buying anything, you know? You know, I like to be polite, but I don't like to be like, no, I'm actually not buying anything. I've just wasted your time. I don't do that, but I just love getting art. I don't think I like this plugin anymore. We might get rid of it. I'll just use it until it breaks. Go on. G Field says in 2019, the gigantic camp that was in West Virginia, the camp terrain became the 3rd or 4th biggest city of the state just for 2 weeks. That's mad. That's so cool. Like, it's just crazy to think about. Absolutely crazy to think about. Threadhead, hello, how are you doing? Zarga Dragon says, did you ever see the video of the guy who took LSD and went to a dog show? It was a legit video from Vice and it was wild. I didn't see that. I'd like to see that video because that sounds absolutely unhinged. Oh my goodness. I want to go to Nurse Sally, but they're so expensive. The ones I've been to are pretty reasonable. Like, and I don't mind paying money to an artist. I would like to clarify, I'm not saying that you're cheap by any means. Like, you know, it can get pricey. Like, things do add up very quickly. But I just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. I thought that would break sooner. But it can add up very quickly. It really, really can. Especially when, you know, you just find a lot of good artists and you're like, I want to get art from everybody. I can't choose. You want me to choose? I can't do that. I can't do that. Oh, like having a booth yourself. Oh, goodness. I imagine it's a lot of work to put together. Fair play to you. Holy moly. I don't know very, very well, but I know of like a couple of people who do like every convention that comes around their way, and the prep that goes into it is just incredibly impressive. Like, it really, really is. Where's the free duck, says HR. Exclamation mark duck. You get your free duck before it swims away. You get your free duck. There it is. It's broken now. I know people can do MCM. The price for a booth is absurd, but you do get returns. That's the thing. Like, you pay for the space, but like, it is... That's the problem with having a very powerful shovel. You just accidentally bore a hole through the earth. Can I get another duck? You can get several ducks. You just have to make sure that you're responsible enough to look after all of them. I'd like to hear some good duck names as well. Sorry, I just need to stretch my back a bit. Oh, sorry. Just need to crunch a little. Threadhead says TwitchCon Amsterdam's the one weekend I absolutely cannot go anywhere. Oh no, you poor chicken. I'm so sorry. I'm really looking forward to that because that'll be... I do want to travel somewhere before then, like on an aeroplane, but it's the first time I've booked a flight anywhere since November 2019. Well, I would have booked that sooner, but you know what I mean. Like, it's very exciting. Very exciting. All right, duck names. Paul. Duck. Oh, Duckless is good. If anyone says Donald, your message is getting deleted. All right, if you would like to be bopped, you can say Donald. Don't do that. Daisy. Huey, Louie. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Oh, my duck's name is Anna. That's a good name for a duck. That's a very lovely name. There's still some snow up here. I missed a bit. Yep. At least I can, you know what, I can clear out the tops of the trees with a shovel because that won't break the leaves. Gerald the Duck. That's a fine and good name. Sorry, how are you keeping? Are you well? Duck. It means duck in Norwegian. It's pronounced Anne. Oh, I didn't know that. Ah. Oh, this is on Jana's clip. Well, you know what? Just this once, I'm just clearing some snow for you, Jana. It's okay. She'll understand, I hope. Cheese and quackers. Ah. Love a bit of cheese. This is actually a pretty good mix of music. I haven't heard a lot of this in a while. Victor Rush says, I name it Guy Fieri, but it's already taken by one of my cats. I love that when you and your cat's name Guy Fieri. That's incredible. That makes me so happy. It's so good. So good. Guacamole makes me hungry. Oh, I haven't had guacamole in a while and love a good guac. I don't know. I've never made guacamole myself. I've only just realized that I've never made my own guacamole. I should really do that sometime. That'd be nice. That'd be real good. I can make Irish guacamole, which is just mash. Where's the free duck? George, listen to me. Listen to me. Exclamation mark duck. Get your duck. Get your free duck. Green guacamole for St. Patrick's Day. Oh, goodness. Guacamole stream. Cody, you ready? You never know. One of these fine days. Do you know who actually did? Can we get a shout out for Copper Confetti? Another incredibly good and much better at cooking than I am, for the record. Copper Confetti. Copper did a... I think it was... Oh, I don't know what you call it. Like, was it Scottish nachos or something? I can't remember what she used instead of nachos. I think it might have been like potato cakes, like Scottish potato cakes. It looked so good. I didn't catch the stream, but I saw the picture on Twitter. And it looked so good. Gluten-free as well for anyone who can't be dealing with gluten. It sounds so good. I would eat the Scottish nachos. They looked incredible. I'd say they tasted incredible as well. I'd do it. I'd do it. There we go. I'm just feeling very crunchy, as usual. Acha. I must make... Do you know what I haven't done the longest time? Ow, ow, pain, pain. No, not pain. Enchiladas. I really like enchiladas, and I never think of making them. I just wrecking the place over here. This is... Where do all these furnaces come from? Whose wall of furnaces is this? I mean, it's not bothering me at all, but... I had enchiladas last week. They're so good, and I always forget how nice they are until I have them again. I'd never think of, like, going looking for them. And then I have them, I'm like, wow, this is one of the best foods I've had in weeks, months, and then I forget they exist again. Oh, goodness. Holy moly. You remind me that I've got 4 avocados in the fridge. Gonna get that snack. You get that snack. Get that snack. There's something about... Like, I try not to go too heavy on avocados, because, you know, I'll get bored of them. I'll get bored of them really quickly if I have them too much. But... Avocado... Like, a runny poached egg. I might just do this because I'm not, like, wrecking the place. Runny poached egg. And some sriracha. So good. A simple and beautiful thing. So good. Hey, Jar says I don't know what enchiladas are. So they're... Oh, I'm after wrecking the place anyway. It's... You prepare... You prepare it all, you put it in the oven. Sorry, that doesn't explain it at all. It's... I can't actually remember what... It's been so long since I've had them that I can't remember what's in them. It's like... It's kind of like you make some fajitas, except I don't think you put peppers in. Or maybe you can. Maybe it's a little more freeform than I've been taught. I don't know. But it's like you make... Why am I so bad at explaining things? Like, I can literally feel what it tastes like in my mouth, and I can't... Enchilada is basically a fajita. You put in the oven and drizzle sauce and cheese on top and bake it. That's the one. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say. Lads, it's Christmas. Oh! Sorry! I inhaled really suddenly and choked on my own... I nearly said mouth sauce. Spit! I'm gonna drink some water now! What's a fajita? So a fajita is like a wrap with meat, usually like... I've only had chicken in fajitas, but I think you can put whatever you want. I don't know. I don't know. Peppers and... You wouldn't put... No, rice would go in a burrito, really. Peppers... What else? Do you put beans in a fajita? I don't know. I don't think you do. I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't know. I don't know what the truth is anymore. I'm starting to confuse myself. All I know is I like them and they're nice. Sometimes you do just choke on nothing. It do be like that. Seasoned meat, maybe some vegetables, roll it up in a tortilla, coated in sauce, sprinkled cheese, bake, done. There's your enchilada. And if you do that without the sauce and baking, then you have yourself essentially a fajita. Essentially. Lads, I'm just making my... All I do is come in here and make us hungry. Every day of the week, no matter what we're doing, we always end up hungry. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Just like food. Chicken and cheese from me usually, says Azana. Partner likes bell pepper, sweet corn, onions, chicken, cheese. Oh yeah, that sounds so good. Oh, that sounds so good. I love when... I know that the texture of peppers are not really for everyone, but I love like a yellow pepper because they're sweet. Yellow pepper in a fajita. They're sweet, they're crunchy. Love that. Love it. Love it. Relaxed view! Hello, how are you doing? Are you well? I thought fajita was a style of grilling meat. I think sometimes, like, you get fajita seasoning or, like, fajita... No, excuse me, fajita style meat or something like that. So maybe it's just kind of, you know, stuff that would be good in a fajita, but you can kind of just eat it as it is, you know? Any bell pepper color but green. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with green bell peppers, but they're fine. Like, I wouldn't... If they were on the plate, I wouldn't leave them, you know? But yellow peppers and red peppers are just much better. I really like them. Orange. I suppose orange ones might be the same as yellow. Maybe that's very similar. They're so good. What about black bell pepper? Just be left out too long. Just be... The other shade of green one is kind of the same, you know? Allergic to bell peppers. Oh no! You poor chicken. Actually, it's a common enough allergy that people can't eat peppers. I think it's Actually, I could be just making that up. Maybe it's not common at all, but I feel like I've heard a lot of people be, you know. Wait. Zargan Dragon says, they're the same peppers at different levels of ripeness. What? They're what? They're the same? No, I have to look this up. I have to look this up. I have to look this up right now. Bell peppers are the... Oh my god. Oh my god, they're all the same. Is that why the green ones taste kind of weird? Because they're not... Yeah, because they're not ripe. I didn't know this! I don't know what to do with myself. I feel like I wasn't meant to know this. I feel like this is information that I was not supposed to have. I didn't know! I'd never... What do I do with this? Where does my life go from here? I have seen behind the curtain. Pay no attention to the man behind to the pepper behind the curtain. I did not know. That might be DDT. That might be why the green ones don't agree with you and why the others do, because they're not ripe. So what you're saying is if I... Oh, feck. I wasn't paying attention. If I leave a green pepper in my fridge long enough with a different pepper color, maybe they stop ripening when they're picked. Maybe that's why we never noticed. By we, I mean us who didn't realize. I don't know what to do with myself. I need to lie down. I wasn't ready for that. Perplexing kelp. Hello. I've seen a half green red pepper before. I've seen those, but I don't know why. I never made the connection. I was like, oh, that's funny looking, haha, and then I just kind of left it at that. Like, in my mind, that was like, oh, look, we've grafted a pear branch onto this apple tree. Like, that's how it registered in my brain. It didn't register as, like, no, this is the exact same thing. I don't know what to do with myself. Where do I go from here? Ah! Okay, no, I'm alright. I'm alright. I can live with this knowledge. Now I get why there's one trope that too much knowledge will make people go mad. This is why. Because you start learning things and then you learn this about peppers and that's it. That's it. That's the last straw. You leave society and you live, you know, in the middle of nowhere to live a simpler life away from the stresses of knowing that all the peppers are the same plant. Woo! Also found out the bell peppers can be purple and white as well. I didn't know that. This is like when I found out that carrots can be different colors. Do you know that carrots are orange because the Dutch wanted them to be orange? You can grow, like you can get seeds and grow for yourself in your garden or even find at farmers markets. Purple, white carrots, yellow carrots. Millions of them. Millions of them. Zarga got that information about the peppers from Cthulhu themselves just to share with us. As a treat. Oh, goodness. Ammon Moore, hello. Ah, that's just a standard carry-on. That's just a fine and normal day. How are you keeping for yourself? Lovely to have you. Lovely to have you. Oh, you didn't know? Well, now you know. Now you've learned something today. Julia, today is your day. How are you keeping? Oh, are you well? I actually, a few years running, I grew carrots in a container because we don't really have much space, but it was really nice. But I wanted to try and get the ones, like the packs of seeds that aren't the ones that are bred specifically to all be orange. And I think I might try and do it this year because I'm well within the sowing season. Like, I think as long as I sow them before the end of April, I should be okay. Oh, feck. I should be okay for a harvest in August, September kind of time. I might try it. Zargat says I have to get my vast repositories of knowledge from somewhere. It's true. Somewhere. We may never find out for 100% sure where, but somewhere. Tomatoes, yes, tomatoes can be different colours as well, and I only found that out maybe in the last 2 or 3 years. That was a relatively recent one for me. Relatively recent. Something else you might not know. Oh, I knew this one. I'm going to read it out because it's really interesting. We were actually talking about it on Friday. Brassica oleracea as a plant species that includes many common cultivars such as cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, collard greens, Savoy cabbage, kohlrabi, and gailan. I don't know if I know the last one. They're all variations of the same plant. Wild cabbage, yes, and they've all been cultivated in different ways for different results. That's why, I opened with this on Friday to tell people that broccoli doesn't exist like that in the wild, and every time I tell someone that for the first time, I feel like I've learned something terribly, terribly wild, and I just have to share it with everybody else. I just have to keep going. Nafi says, what? And I say this from the bottom of my heart. The fuck? You've learned today. You learned today. Erin girl, hello! Yes, it is he. It is Shark. And you're welcome in. You can give Shark a hug if you'd like. Exclamation mark hug Shark. It's he. He's here. He does be here all the time. So yeah, somebody decided to make broccoli, and I am... Satan is... Hey, Puffmaster, hey. I won't have any broccoli smack talk here. I won't have any broccoli slander. No broccoli slander in here. None. Kate, hello. Yes, we've somehow come full circle back to the every vegetable is one vegetable kind of thing. No broccoli slander. No, be nice. You apologize to broccoli right now. You apologize to that broccoli. I love broccoli. I will slander any and all vegetable because they make me choke. No! Oh, goodness. If you can't help it, then that's okay. But I will not hear a bad word against broccoli. Roasted broccoli is so good. And, like, even if you burn it a tiny bit, it still ends up being good. I mean, as long as it's not, like, on fire. Jesso, I saw that. You're very welcome in, and hello, but I saw that. I mean, as long as the broccoli isn't actively on fire, it'll still be nice. And that is the word of Shark. Vita Roach says, I'm allergic to cabbage, but somehow broccoli's fine. Cauliflower is mildly numbing if raw. It's one of those things. I am allergic to cucumbers. But not if they're pickled into pickles. Do you know a cucumber is mostly water? And my body just looked at it and went, nah, that's too much to be dealing with. Don't want that. Don't like that. So I have to live with that. And I found out while eating a cucumber and cream cheese sandwich. It's not a really... I'm not allergic to water, thank goodness. That's a real thing. But, like, I'm completely fine. Like, if I ate a bit of cucumber, like, I wouldn't go into shock or anything. It just makes my mouth go kind of tingly and numb. It doesn't do anything with my throat. It doesn't do anything, like, actually dangerous, thank goodness. But it's just one of those things. So I try to avoid it if I can. Try. Sometimes I do not try, and I wonder why I can't feel, like, half of my tongue. Roddy says, I've not found a single thing I'm allergic to, and I'm wondering when that streak will come to an end. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't come to an end. I hope you are not allergic to anything. It could happen. It could happen. You never know. You could be the chosen one. I mean, I was that until I found out that I was allergic to that. I was like, great, I have no intolerances, no allergies. And then that happened. But sure, look, we live and we learn, and we do our best. And, you know, all the lactose intolerant people here, I know that you all do your very best to not eat lactose, and you definitely don't eat loads of cheese. Am I right? I'm right, aren't I right? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. Yes, you, the lactose intolerant one. I saw you eat that cheese. I know what you did. So much for the lactose tolerant left. Listen. Pigeon says, I don't have any known food allergy, but I'm allergic to morphine. Oh, that's a really common thing, actually. Someone waking up after 10 hours of 10 plus hours of surgery and having that stuff put in my days after it. No! That's a real thing. Like, that's very common as well. You have to be careful, lads. You have to be careful. Oh, goodness. I was unable to properly... I just pressed my... Oh, no! babe, you must be unwell. You poor chicken. Oh no. My favourite thing to do, says Vita Roach, is to explain my cabbage allergy while picking the red cabbage out of a salad mix, then look the person in the eye as I throw the pile into my mouth. Oh my goodness, no, that's, I mean, you know, as long as you won't be horribly sick. It's kind of funny. It's at least a little funny. Takiki, hello. I just got here. Why call us out like this? Because I know what you're like. I've never, unless the person has decided just like, you know, gonna make my life easy. I'm just not gonna eat anything that could make me sick. And they're like, you know, on a vegan diet or something. Anyone I know, anyone I've ever met who's lactose intolerant and isn't on a vegan diet will just eat cheese anyway. Oh goodness. Oh, Julia, I know exactly what you're on about. I've seen it. It's, why is there a bit of string here? You know what? I'm just gonna keep going. Oh goodness. Existential Bread says, I have a seafood allergy and people always pity me for some reason even though I'm fine with it. Like, my life is fine otherwise. Like, the thing is, at least, unless you're, you know, eating food you're really not familiar with, sometimes seafood can be, I don't want to say easy to avoid because, you know, accidents can still happen, but it's not a very common ingredient in a lot of food if you're eating a fairly simple diet, you know? It can be all, like, you get it in, like, sauces and stuff. Sometimes there can be stuff like that, but, you know. Oh, here we go. Only Robo says, purple carrots are the more common wild carrots. Orange carrots were from one area, and since they thought it was fancy, making it the new standard carrot, they're sweeter, which is why you can't feed many to bunnies, because it's bad for their teeth. Oh no! I was going to mention broccoli and kale being genetically the same plant. A cactus is just a petiole, and the spines used to be leaves, but genetically changed the spines for protection from pests and to use less water. Now you know. That's evolution. Plant evolution in action. Bethy Jacko Bob, hello, you are very welcome to have a lurk. How are you keeping yourself? Oh, Hedge says not to shine the spotlight on a shiny person, but hey, look, it's my IRL friend Beth. Everyone make her embarrassed by being ridiculously nice to her. Everybody say hello to Beth. No, be nice, be nice, be nice. Oh, it's, you have yourself a lovely lurk, and I hope you're having a good Monday for your good self. Good self. And for anyone who happens to be new here, or maybe you haven't been here in a while, sorry, I slurred all of my words together there. If you haven't been here in a while, can we get a wave? A wave of welcome for anyone who might be having a good lurk, taking it easy, having a little relax, having a nice Monday, chilling the brain out. A big wave of sharks. Or whatever you'd like to do. A big wave of whatever emotes you want. Kate says, one of my housemates in college was celiac but didn't always stick to his diet. One time he ate an entire tub of ice cream. It just so happened to be a weekend that all the rest of us went home, and after we all left, he ended up keeling over sick on the floor for hours. Oh no, he was okay after a while, thank goodness, but he was more strict about his diet after that. Oh, that would put the fear into you, honestly. You wouldn't be well after that. You wouldn't be well. Ruba says, I took a botany class 8 years ago. I'm still traumatized by weird plant facts. Hey, stuff like that you don't forget, because you can bring those plant facts out at any point. Any point in time. Sakura dear, hello, how are you doing? And Mavinator. Thank you so much for 19 months. How are you keeping? Are you well? We've run out of music. That's the very end of that video. I need to find us more tunes. I need more tunes. What do we want to listen to? Relaxing Pokemon. I don't want it too relaxing. I don't want it to be too sleepy. Not too sleepy. I don't want it to be anything annoying either. Peaceful Pokemon. Yeah. Story through the sky. Yeah. Oh, this is a nice mix. I'll throw this on. It only goes through for an hour, so I'll have to change this again in a little while. Is the volume okay for you? Volume okay? All good? 28-year-old Boober, hello, thank you. I can't take credit for the mixes. This is being put together by Shadow at Noon. I don't remember. I think the last one might have been by Crazy Cloud. If you look for them on YouTube, you'll find them. They're brilliant. They just put together a nice mix of chill music, you know. All good? Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, your cat was on the keyboard. That's why you said, ah, that explains a lot. That explains it. Jenny B, hello. Not sure what's all good, but all good. All good. Bread. Thank you. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. I'm having a pretty good one, honestly. I had a nice relaxed day. Took it easy. I actually got a load of stuff done around the house that I wanted to do over the weekend, and I was just feeling a bit off yesterday. I don't know what was wrong with me. Like, you know when you feel like you're on death's door, and literally within 20 minutes or half an hour, you feel kind of okay again. That happened to me. I think maybe I was just a bit tired, and I wasn't eating enough, so I had plenty of food, good food, and I feel a lot better now. So, yay. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I got some stuff done around the house, got some washing done, got some... Oh, that's carpet. Oh, a lot of the decorating around town for the snow was actually carpet, so it wouldn't melt. And so it'd be a little easier to get a hold of. I'll take up... will I take up the carpet? I think a lot of carpet's actually been taken up. I can't see most of it. What is this? Is that a ghast head? Just sitting there. It is. There's a ghast head, I think. Yeah, it is. Look at it. Well, that lives there. That's a thing. That's a thing that we're not going to acknowledge. Roomba says, we've made a bunny alliance with 3 domestic bred wild rabbits, and one of the bunnies would hop up on the porch right next to me. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's adorable. Is that Shulker? Oh, hidden Shulker. Magic. That's so cute. That's so cute, though. Oh, absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. His shark head is 5 a day. I don't know. You could feed him more points just to make sure he does 5 a day. Ifaya says my dad's deathly allergic to chocolate. Oh god. It used to give him a small cough, but now he goes full. Oh my goodness, he goes into shock if he eats a tiny bit of chocolate. Last time he had a reaction, it was because he ate a cookie thinking he was only raisins, but it chocolate too. Oh no, the poor chicken. I hope he's alright. That's a pain, because like chocolate is so... It's just in everything, you know. If you have a sweet treat, it's a good chance there's chocolate in it, you know. And that's great. If you can eat chocolate, you know. Oh, poor chicken. New worm, hello! How are you doing? Are you well? Jenny says, oh, brilliant! I baked my first ever cake this weekend. Carrot cake, it turned out amazing. Oh, yes! I love carrot cake. I'm so delighted for you. I'm so happy it turned out well. Carrot cake is so good. I haven't made it in a while. I don't think I've made it since the last time I made it on stream, which was a little while ago. But, oh, there's something about carrot cake. It's just, I don't know. Actually, no. I know what it is. So my friend Lovely Cans, he pops his head in every so often. He has a friend from home. I used to go over to his house and we used to like, we used to like play music and stuff, and we'd just be chatting away and messing and whatever. And he'd make carrot cake if people were coming over to his house, and he was really good at it. And he was like, oh no, you know, it's not that great. It was so good. It was really good. And I need to get him to make another one of those next time I corner him and be like, please make it. Oh, goodness. Roomba says, oh, wrong button. If anyone's interested, I have a lot of pictures and videos hanging out with bunny buds. Oh, please show us the rabbit pictures. Please. And Aristotle free duck. Duck McCoy just strangled his babies in self-defense. Don't forget to get your free duck. Exclamation mark. Duck. Duck. Get that duck. Hedge! Hedge, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Bethy Jacko Bob. Now you got the emotes and everything. Now you can watch ad-free in your little lurk. Let's give it up for Hedge. Can we get some goodness for Hedge right now this minute? New Worm says, I have my first anatomy session tomorrow, so I'm feeling a bit nervous. Oh, I'm sure it'll go grand for you. I think it'll be a-okay. I hope you have a good old time. Hope it's not too oh, no. I'm after wrecking the place. I fixed it. Everything's okay now. Everything's fine. She was trying to unlock one random mode, so I was like, oh, bless. Well, now you have them all. You've got it all. Do 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 do. Ba da dee. Me dee 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 dee. Oh goodness. I'm actually looking forward to just the odd time going back to Super Mario Odyssey. So for anyone who wasn't here, last Thursday we finished it. You have a long way to go to actually finish Super Mario Odyssey. So we beat Bowser, but there's still a load more to do. So instead of just marathoning it the rest of the way, I think I'm just going to pop into it every so often and just, you know, just run around, get some moons, go mad. See if we can eventually 100% maybe get all the moons. What's our actual plan right now? I got carried away talking about stuff, and now I'm just digging up some snow in town. I might go down to the tunnel and actually do some work in a minute. Hey, little buddy. How you doing? I don't think anyone actually lives here anymore. Now, that's not an invitation to uproot the place. It looks very nice. Please leave it alone. But, you know, if anyone wants to explore, just be respectful of any chests and stuff, you know. Roomba says the last pictures I've taken of the bunnies are when it snowed here and they're little black buns sitting in the snow. Oh, little rabbits. That's so cute. That's so cute. Newworm says, I feel this weird mix of excitement, but also feeling bad at myself for being excited since it's with cadavers. I feel like being overexcited is a bit disrespectful. Well, like, you could be excited about the educational part of it, you know? Because, it's very scary from anyone I know who's gone into medicine or anything with that. Like, you know, it's okay to be excited about learning. As long as you're, as long as you're not being weird and disrespectful in there, then that's completely okay, you know? Oh, goodness. I didn't really appreciate how much snow I had put in town, because I put down the snow in World Edit. I will admit. I put a lot of it down in World Edit. And that's great, until you realise that means it's on every outdoor surface. Every single one. Every single one where it hasn't been melted away by something. And Major says it. Oh, it's back. It's okay right now. We seem to enjoy this just talking session. I really like just chatting to you on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday and a Thursday and a Friday and this week maybe a Saturday as well. Very weird. Hello. You have a very good one for your good self. I hope you're well. You're very, very well. Don't know. You see, I'd take it up again with World Edit, but we need to update World Edit. I only realized earlier on. I hopped on for like 5 minutes and we need to update World Edit. And that's why I can't undo it in World Edit. So, you know. Much as I'm sure you'd love to try doing that, Hedge, you cannot. I'll mention it to McDara and see if we can get that sorted out soonish. Soonish. Oh, goodness gracious. Tonight. And Vitoros says, gotta go wash dishes, have fun on your snow quest. Thank you! Thank you, we're having a nice old time. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, wasn't me. I looked away for like a second, I dug up dirt. Look at that. We might leave it there for... Oh, all of Nilfgaard has... Actually, not all of Nilfgaard has snow on it. It's only on the trees next to it. Oh, I'm hungry. There we go. There we go. That's the business. Do you know what I had for breakfast on Saturday, lads? So we went out for, you know, a couple of beverages for McDara's birthday, and it was a lovely time. Like, we didn't go too mental. But for breakfast on Saturday, I had a chicken fillet roll. And it is one of the best chicken fillet rolls I've had in years. It was so good. It was so good. It was I'm still thinking about it, I'm gonna be honest. It was really good. The chicken was fresh. There was copious amounts of all of the toppings. It was just... Is there a bat in here? Do you hear that? I think there's a bat in this attic. Like, in this time... Hang on, I'm going to go into spectator because I don't want to wreck the place. I think there's a bat in this teeny tiny attic. I have no idea where that came from. Maybe there's not. It sounds like it's above me. Oh, it's down here. There's two little... Look at this. There's two little bats right here, like underground. Look at them. They're just vibing. Oh. What if they don't have a little bat family? Oh, imprisoned for their crimes. All right. What crimes they commit? Oh, Dr. Murloc, fair play to you. Absolutely Newman. Absolutely Newman. Oh, maybe they did elope. Maybe they're going to live a lovely life together. Battery! That is their crime. That's their crime. Battery. Oh, goodness. Bat crimes. Bat crimes. Na 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 na. Bat crime. Bat crime. Oh, goodness. Oh, Psycho Draft says I saw the Batman today. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I'm going to go see it, so, you know. Obviously, no spoilers in chat, because I'm sure there's some people here who want to go see it and haven't had the chance yet, but I might go see it. I was saying this the other day. I'm not super into superhero films, but I've been hearing good things about it, you know? Haven't been here. I don't know very much about it other than Batman is there. That's why I know about the Batman film. Batman's there. What's that? What's those? There's like particles over here. Oh, it's from the tree. Oh, look at the little tree. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's so sweet. Whose house is this again? This is... I have spoken repeatedly to the person while in game who built this house. And I cannot remember whose house this is, even though I have been here several times. Look at this tree. Look how cute this is. Shruik, hello and good evening. How are you doing? Are you well? Are you very, very well? Alaman says, I've been hearing so many good things about Turning Red. I want to watch it so badly. I've heard really good things about Turning Red. I've heard it's really, really lovely. I want to try watch it sometime. I'm going to, in fact. I don't just want to. I'm going to do it. Get things done. Work is rough, but it's over for today. Well, Shurick, I hope you can have a little relax. Relax the brain. Ate some nice food. You know how it be. You gotta look after yourself. You gotta look after yourself. Acha. Alright, I'm maybe going to take a break. Whose house is this? They had their name on their house, and I don't know why. I always mix up some of the smaller builds. It's really cute, though. I really like that house. Well, how do I claim my free duck? What forms do I have to fill in? Which government agency do I contact? Yes. Yes. All of them. You have to contact all the agencies, but you can claim the duck first, so... Exclamation mark duck. Get that duck. Get a friend. We're having a little sleep. A sleep and a relax. There we go. Aha. Dude. The duck will accompany you to the government agencies. True. That duck will go with you. That duck will support you. That duck will look after you. What a good duck. I'm so proud of that duck. Do you know what I didn't realize? That. I didn't realize that you can knock things out of item frames with snowballs. I didn't realize until very recently. Maybe I knew once. I know you can do it with arrows, but I didn't realize you could do it with snowballs. Don't know why. I'd never thought of trying it, you know? It's kind of fun. It's like target practice. There we go. Let me out. Ah, goodness. Alright, let me go. I want to go and have a look at the tunnel. And I'm not going to noom along quite in the same way. I'll see if I can, like, just do some work on the start of the tunnel. Fish tank. Yes, I have a fish tank with some axolotls. We can have a look later on if you'd like. If you'd like. Oh, goodness. So, does anyone have any plans for St. Patrick's Day? Does anyone have any plans at all at all? And Chechu, hello! How are you doing? Come in, come in. Are you well? I hope you're very well. Very, very, very well. There we go. Everyone say hello to Moonglow. I need a little sip. Oh, Space! Yes, sorry. I think you might have said earlier, unless someone else also has their birthday on St. Patrick's Day. It is your birthday on St. Patrick's Day, so you'll have to remind us. Psycho Giraffes has got a field trip to Chester Zoo. Oh, on Friday. Very nice. Corvus says I'll be having my first pint in 4 months on Paddy's Day. Yes! I hope it's a lovely one. I hope it is perfect. I hope it's a perfect pint. Roomba. So, I'll give you a heads up about this. I did post in Discord about it. I have to sort out something with the Discord Twitch integration after stream. This is my fault. This is something I did. I will have to I'll have to try and just get everything back in order, but I will get everything back in order. So if for some reason, if you don't have your sub role or you can't see any channels or whatever, don't panic. Do not have a panic. I'll get it fixed. I'm sorry for any trouble. Oh, goodness. I feel very silly, but we'll get it all fixed. Okay, we need some... What do we need here? Let's see. Alright, let me come down here. Let's have a little look. Oh, this is fancy. Spaceman Lewis, hello! How are you doing? Are you well? Are you very, very well? That could be why Sharkbot has lost connection, actually. That could be it. I'll see if I can sort it out after stream. That is my fault. 100% my fault. We could do some of the ceiling, actually, down this way. Because I know there's a... Oh, hello. Goodbye. I'm sorry for the trouble with that, lads. It is actually my fault. And I know sometimes, you know, it's like, oh, it's not your fault. No, this was me. This was me. I just so happen to have a few of these bad boys. Acha. Look at that. Look at that. So it's 4 on one of these and 4 on one of these. Okay. There's a load of smooth stone out by the Builders Guild. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out there. Warp. Build Guild. There we go. And then I'm going to... Ooh. I'm going to drop all of these snowballs into the lava because I don't need them. Beep. 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 Don't need any of these bits and bobs. These are not important bits and bobs. I actually processed all of this smooth stone. No, that's this one. This smooth stone, like, oh goodness, maybe almost a year ago? Maybe more? And I don't know why. I just a little stone. I was like, hey, I like the look of smooth stones, so here we are. No small snowball fight? Not yet. Not yet. Oh, goodness. Oh, I forgot I'm on ice. I'm on thin ice, lads. Oh, it's banger. Do, 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 do. Is that right? I just want to make sure I'm doing the right pattern continuing on. 4 and... 1, 2, 3, 4, line of the... Yeah, that's okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Nice, 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 nice. You doing a whoopsie doopsie and... Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Understandable. Have a nice day. Hey, look. That's me. Oh! Speaking of doing an oopsie whoopsie uh-oh spaghetti-o. Truly, I am a fool. Truly. We can have a snowball fight later on if anybody wants. I'll have to get new snowballs is the only thing. But I'm sure we can manage that. Sure. I'm sure. Surely. Now. Careful now. Careful now. Careful now. Oh yeah, sorry if I missed anyone. St. Patrick's Day plans. Because there will be a stream. I might start the stream a little earlier. I'm going to see how it's going. I'll see how we're doing. But if everything is going to plan, I might start it earlier just because, you know, it'll hopefully be a charity stream. Is that right? Yeah, it is. It is. There we go. There we go. What? Guess what to stream then? I'll be happy to have you. I'll be very happy to have you. Oh, actually, do you know what I forgot? This year, for the first time, we have a bank holiday after St. Patrick's Day. So Friday is like a national holiday. Which is mad. Like the day after St. Patrick's Day is a bank holiday. So like, well, I say everything closed. No, nothing will be closed because it'll be, you know, it'll be the city, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Let me jump. Yep, got it. Yeah, that's the business. For essentially, yeah, kind of a 4-day weekend, depending on where you're working. But in my old job, because it was a UK company, even though we were in Ireland, they would be open on St. Patrick's Day, and it was hell because we just get kids coming in like messing the place up with silly string, and you have to deal with like all of the parade crowds and everything, and it was something. It was something. Caroline says, don't celebrate St. Paddy's Day here, so I'll be doing whatever I was doing on Thursday. And I can respect that. I can respect that. You have a fine Thursday. Ben Lauren, hello! Oh! Just on the stream notification, I have to go on a night shift. Ah, Ben Lauren, it was lovely to see you, even if only for a minute. I hope your work goes by fast, and I hope you have a good night. A very, very good one. I hope so. If it makes you feel better, we can show up at Silly String on Thursday too. No! I remember there was one year, I think it might have been the first Paddy's Day I worked, where it got to the point where my manager just went, look, let's just close and go for a pint. We just closed, like, I'd say it was maybe 2 hours early. We're just like, no, we're done. We're done. We're not doing this. Oh, goodness. Yeet. There we go. Sorry, I have an itch in my leg, and if I do not scratch it, I will lose my mind. There we go. There we go. Aren't there some places that go, like, I'm probably in the States, they go absolutely wild for St. Patrick's Day. Like, they dye rivers green kind of thing. Now, I don't understand the appeal of dyeing a river green, but it's mad to think about, you know? Because what we would have here, like, at home, our parade for St. Patrick's Day usually has maybe one person dressed up as St. Patrick. Excuse me. You get the scouts, the majorettes, a few musicians, a Kaylee band on the back of truck, and you get a little procession of vintage cars. It's great. It's great. It's nice and peaceful. It's good fun. Gets everyone out for a nice day out. But we don't dye the rivers. Chicago, that's it. That is exactly it. You're entirely correct. That rings a bell. It's wild, carry on. But you know what? As long as it's not harmful to wildlife or anything, watch. It's very green this year. Are they just making up for lost years by making it extra? Oh no! Give me that. There's a zombie like in my ear, and if it comes out to fight me, I will fight it. Any snakes? No snakes. No snakes. There's always a couple of, like, you know, funny floats where it's like, oh, you know, a load of snakes, but it's actually politicians and they're hunting them out of Ireland. Everyone has a sensible chuckle about it, you know. Roddy says, if the Dropkick Murphys have taught me anything, Boston's gonna go ham by default. I assume Boston is always just turned up to 100 for things like this. I could be assuming wrong, but, you know. Cake, you might need to give the lads about 10 minutes on Thursday because all their such jokes. I'll have to just sit back and let it happen, you know. Just sit back and let all the jokes go. Just let them get out of their system. Listen to the puns. And it'll be grand. Tangerine World, hello! It's lovely to have you. How have you been keeping? How's life treating you? Are you well? Hello. Sorry, I'm directly in your way. Onwards. There they go. Boston's always turned up to 100 full stop. It's good to know. It's good to know I haven't gotten a false impression of Boston. I've never been to Boston. I haven't been to the States since I was a baby, but... Oh, how am I going to do this? Hedge.
What if I get it out the way now? Slaint.
Slaint! Not the slaint! Anything but the slaint. Ooh. Slaint. Slaint. It's like sláinte, but wrong. So, I'm actually going to tell you this story. I don't know if Jeff is here lurking, but if he is, he knows exactly what I'm about to tell you. I hope I can make this look right. I don't know how I'm going to make this work. I just want to make it to be kind of even. But, so, I don't remember when this was, but it was a long, long time ago when I went into Jeff's stream, and we were just chatting, and we'd been recently chatting, you know, just about Ireland and stuff, and he just completely deadpan. He's like, oh yeah, sure, as you say yourselves, slaint. And the deadpan knows he's wrong. No, 100% knew he was wrong, but just knew it would get to me. I kind of sat there, I was like, does he know what he's done? And he played it very well, to be fair, because I did not think that he was joking. I thought he genuinely thought it was pronounced slaint, so he got me, and I was a big fool. I hope that will do. That looks okay. Victoria, hello, how are you keeping? Are you very well? I hope you're having a good Monday. This is the tunnel spoken of in the title of lore. This is it. I don't know why. I got so carried away digging up snow for some reason. But here we are now. Dr. Sicko, hello! We are doing well. How are you doing? I hope you're having a very good day for yourself. Jeff says I was only given away because Lady Faust ruined the game too early. I didn't even remember that part, but I'll blame her for that for the rest of my days. It was funny. It was very funny. You got the reaction out of me, though, to be fair. Like, he did get the reaction out of me, because I was just sitting there like, you can't do that! Oh, good. It'll be on his gravestone. He's so proud of it. And you know what? He's right, too. He's right, too. He's 100% correct. Walker Pierce, hello, and a happy Pi Day to you. Are you well? Are you very, very well? Let me find the... Oh, do you have the clip of it and everything? The clip and everything. Now? Lads, I hope that, you know, for St. Patrick's Day, I hope you can all remember all the Irish words I've taught you. Like, every single one off the top of your head. I hope you've been writing them down. I hope you've been taking notes. I keep doing that. Some big fool. Because if you haven't been taking notes, I won't know what to do with you. What did I do? Oh, okay. Wellark has been taking notes. To give you the credit, you have been taking notes. You've been taking extensive notes. Like, better notes than I've been taking. I wasn't told there'd be an exam. What if every St. Patrick's Day I gave you an exam? Like, remember that one time I gave you a shark exam last summer? You remember that? There it is. There's the clip. There's the clip. There it is. Consider this a pop quiz. I'm not actually going to give you a quiz. Well, I might. I gave you a surprise quiz. And if I tell you about the surprise quiz, then it's not a surprise. So what if there's no quiz? Because now you might think that there's going to be a quiz. And you might believe that. But what if I'm telling a lie? What if I'm telling the truth? What if I'm telling a lie? What if you don't know? What if you do not know? Oh no, Cake, no, I had a dream. I had to do a presentation I not rehearsed for last night. Did I tell you? Let me tell you again. In case you saw it on Twitter, but I'm going to tell you again anyway. I had such a wild dream last night. So, I had to leave out some of the details because, you know, Twitter character limit. Not because it was weird or anything. Well, it was strange, but not like weird. I had a dream last night that I had to bring the One Ring from my hometown to Rivendell on my own. Like, I was essentially playing the part of Frodo in The Lord of the Rings. And I was doing all this preparation and everything. I was like, oh my god, I have to walk all the way to Rivendell. Like, how am I going to get there? That's so much. I was so proud of you. Thank you. And I was like so stressed. I was like, I have to pack all my stuff. I have to go. I have to walk all this way. This is like, how am I going to do this? But in the dream, I spent so much time stressing and straining about how I was going to make it on foot that I ended up having to take the train to get I had to get the train to Rivendell. And then I was really worried because I was like, oh, what if all the elves are mean to me because I took public transport? What if they judge me for getting on, like, public transport instead of walking? There was also a point in the dream, even before this, where I was, like, talking to my mum. I was like, no, seriously, I'm not going to be the one to bring it to Mordor. No, I'm not going to do that. But, like, in my head, I was like, I have to bring the ring to Mordor. And this was really, like, it was really serious. When I woke up, I was very confused, because I woke up kind of early as well. I was like, no, I know it has to be me. I know I'm telling her a lie, but I have to be the one to bring the ring to Mordor. Oh, God. I don't know what was going on in my brain when I was asleep last night. It was a lot. Why didn't we just throw Isildur into the pit of fire? That we wouldn't have to deal with any of this. Oh, goodness. Coincidentally, I'm actually transcribing a Viggo Mortensen interview. Oh, as we speak. Interesting. Which interview? Not that I know them off by heart. Like, I don't, but... Cake is Frodo. It was like, it was a stressful dream. Like, I had to prepare everything, and I had, like, my little backpack, and I was going away on my little journey. I was so afraid to start walking, because I was like, it was going to be so long. And then I had to get a ticket for the train. So, yeah. It was a lot. It was a whole thing. Oh, goodness. Sounds like an interesting setting. Elves who judge public transport. There's some modern day stuff mixed with Lord of the Rings. It's like everything else is the same. Lord of the Rings and everything is the same. Except they get a train everywhere. And they have to deal with, you know, public transport. They get the Lewis to Rivendell. If they got the... You're right. If they got the Lewis to Rivendell, they wouldn't have had to pay anything. Oh no. They're taking the hobbits to the Red Line, Lewis. Okay, I need to make more stuff. I need to go dig out some deep slate, actually, because I don't have any more. And I did the big Egypt thing of I dug out a load of deep slate, but I did it with my silk touch pick. And I need cobbled deep slate to turn into bricks to turn into tiles. So I'll do that again. Gotta go. Oh, Tangerine World. We'll see you soon, hopefully. And if not, you have a good time. Good time. Flameskull says, Cén cuiabhil tú ar gíste bratra nóna seo. How are you on this cake this evening? I'm well. I think you meant Akishta. That's okay. I'm well. Cos tá tú an bhfuil tú go má. An bhfuil tú go má tú féin. I hope you are. Oh, Good Girl says it was my birthday over the weekend. Now I'm a year older. Yes! Happy belated birthday to you. I hope you had a lovely time. I hope so. I hope so. Newworm says, it still amazes me that people have dreams with coherent plots. Mine tends to just flip from one theme to another. Do you ever have like a running theme through all your dreams? And like over the course of maybe your whole life, you keep revisiting this part of your dream. I don't know whose banners these are, but they're really cute. I think this goes down a little lower into deep slate. Where are we? Not quite low enough yet. We need to go lower to get the deep slate. This way? I'm gonna be lost. I'm gonna get lost. I have to be careful. Hang on, I go back. Oh goodness. Caroline says, my presentation dream also included me going to the hospital for some reason. I went straight from the hospital to the presentation to look up something in a book with the page numbers made no sense. Oh no. I can kind of not fully relate, but a little. I still have dreams about my leaving cert, which is, for anyone who's not Irish, it's like your final exam before you go to college or university, which are kind of interchangeable here. Like, to this day, this year, it will be 10 years since I did my leaving cert, and I still have nightmares about it. And I did okay in the leaving in the end, but the fear never really goes away. I'm trying to find a way, just like a place to dig down without wrecking the place. Maybe over here. Awayla, go! Have a good sleep, and we'll catch you soon. It's very, very soon. Maybe over here? This looks promising. I'm just going to dig into the actual earth, like right here. Just going down. I'm gonna hope I hit... Oh! Oh god, where am I? Oh no, okay, there's lava all around here. We'll just, you know what, we'll just go and hope for the best. There's definitely somewhere easier to dig out some deep slate. Hang on, I'll use this first. It tends to be a completely fictional location that I come up with in multiple dreams from time to time. Oh! That's gas. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. This is the business. Now. Yes. My teacher from primary school was there for some reason. I've not seen her since 2008. Oh no. That's going to be very confusing. Here we go. Look at this. Ta-da. I once had a dream that I was stuck in a decaying dollhouse. That I woke up and become in a dream within a dream. Oh, when you think you've woken... Okay, this isn't exactly the same thing, but it's reminded me of, and it used to happen to me mostly in school. You know when you have a dream that you've woken up and you've like had a shower and you've gotten dressed and then your alarm goes off, and you're still in bed. It's the worst because you've already gone through the motions and you're like you're in your school uniform and you've washed your face or you've had your shower or maybe you're both and you're about to go for your breakfast and then you wake up. It's so bad. It's just so confusing because then when you wake up you feel like you've been spun around, you know? So confusing. It used to happen to me all the time because I had wicked trouble waking up in the morning. Like I liked school. There was something about, I probably just wasn't going to bed early enough realistically, but I had wicked trouble waking up, so I'd have to set multiple alarms for myself. So what would happen sometimes is I would snooze the first alarm, not fully intending to go back to sleep. I'd fall back asleep, think I'm going through all the motions and doing all the stuff, and then the alarm would actually go off. Oh dear. It's worse when you do that 2 hours before you need to be up school because your body just decided to do that. Oh no. See, there's two sides to that. When you wake up like 2 or 3 hours before you need to, and if you can fall back asleep, you're living, because it's like you get an extra sleep. But if you can't fall back asleep, that's it. That's it. Day's over. And you can't even go back to bed and, you know, day's over it that way. It's just, that's it. That's it. That's it. Mel the Goth, are you going off to bed? Look after yourself, and we'll catch you soon. Very, very soon. Sorry, Purple Nova. I was about to read out your message. It's gone up too far, and unless I tab out and just lay us for a second, you are free to repost that if you'd like, because I entirely missed that. I hope you're keeping well, Purple Nova. It's not even waking up before 2 hours before then. Yeah, the full thing. Uniform on, shower had, everything ready to go, and you're like, oh, I didn't need to be anywhere. Do you ever have the thing where your school alarm goes off or would have gone off, depending, you know? And you wake up and you're fully dressed and you're about to leave the house and it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Belle, hello. How are you keeping? Are you well? It's lovely to see you. Araya says, my friend once had a dream where she was taking a test for a class only to wake up and realize she hadn't taken it yet. No! Oh, that's a lot. Thank you. Hang on, I gotta sacrifice some bits and bobs. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I can't. I don't know why I'm carrying the shark banners around. Thank you so much. That's tons. Oh my goodness, that's so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Frosty. Thank you. I need to actually maybe warp back to town in a minute because I need to get actually I need to go to the build guild because I need to get more smooth stone now. And Purple Nolan says, here it is. I had a running theme for a dream throughout my childhood. I was stuck in an out-of-control car with different people. I'd never crashed, but I was always out of control. And then when I was 16, I'd learned to drive, and I had the last one. I finally got in the driver's seat. I got control of the car. Oh, that's actually, I mean, it's still kind of scary, but it's very cool that, you know, by learning to drive in real life, you stopped the dreams, essentially. That's really interesting. Dreams are wild, lads. Whew. And Mr. Member says, I still have recurring dreams that I'm back in uni and somehow forgot about going to classes until the final exam days. It's just me struggling to explain why I didn't do any of the coursework. No. Oh, goodness, you'd be in bits. Hang on, I'm gonna put back one thing of smooth stone. I don't need quite this much for what I'm doing. I don't know why I took so much. So wasteful. Give me that. There we go. Oh, I still don't have all of it. I'll drop this for a second so I can pick up this and put it away. Weatherk says, I once experienced forgetting a dream. It was like seeing something out of the corner of your eye, and then when you look at it, it's gone. Every time I try to remember part of the dream, it disappeared. Yes, I've had that happen to me as well, and I've always wondered, like, is there a reason that we forget dreams so quickly? Not to be getting real deep and existential, but, like, I've always wondered, like, is there a reason that we can't remember them sometimes? Because I've often, like, you wake up and... You know when you wake up and you know you can remember your dream and it's so vivid in your brain, like it's like it happened in real life. And then as soon as you try to actually remember it, it starts to disappear. It's so spooky. Oh, it's so spooky. It's really, really wild. Is this the right thing I need? Yes. Okay, I need a big load of this. Big load, polished deep slate. Millions of it, in fact. Millions and billions. And then we need deep slate bricks so we can make tiles. Ah! That's as much as it'll let me do in one go. Here we go. Sorted. And we'll make slabs? Slabs, here we go. Make a few slabs. Make a few more slabs than that. That'll do for now. We can make more in a minute. Now. Whew, probably maybe it's because it's not as important as, you know, real life. In a practical sense to us, you know. Flo, did I say hello to you? Hello, how are you keeping? I hope you're having a good Monday. Lovely to have you. Flova says, I didn't take a tour of the Minecraft server yet, but it looks incredible. Oh, you're very welcome to come on any time at all. Any old time. It's a lovely place. People work very hard and build some such cool stuff. Like, really, really cool stuff here. Holy moly. Brain has to react to the new stimuli quickly and doesn't have time to burn it into the memory bank, I would assume. It could be that. I'd never stopped to think about, like, the logical side of why it would be like that. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This is where we left off. Now. That's the business. I remember... Like, I remember dreams from, like, my... Not early childhood, but... like, early enough. And I remember them more... What the heck is that noise? Oh, it must be McDar coming back from the gym. I remember them more vividly than, like, a lot of things I've experienced in real life. It's so strange. So wild. Oh, Cactus Fox, go! Enjoy yourself. And I'm really glad I could give you the get up and go to try out streaming. And I really hope you have a good time with it. Long term, I hope you really enjoy it. Have a good one, alright? Catch you soon. We will go and see some builds. Actually, I might go over and see what books we have in a few minutes. I'll go here for another minute because I'm enjoying having the little chat. It's nice for the brain. Some people don't remember the dreams at all. So everybody, now I'm saying this, I'm no expert, but from what I understand, everybody dreams, just not everybody remembers the dreams. That's my understanding. Now, it could be an incorrect understanding. 1 second. Casey Edwards, hello. It's a bop. It's a bop. How are you keeping yourself? Sometimes you can't forget a dream if you try. Waffle Queen Jenny says, I once had a dream in 2018 that a band of Ugandan knuckles broke into my house and had a cult meeting in my bathtub. They then took the Stormcloaks to Ireland and founded the Soviet Union. It was so nonsensical it hurts to think about, but it keeps forcing itself back into my mind every now and then. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? Are you okay? Oh no! That's... it's sometimes your brain will spit out like the most nonsensical thing and you can't figure out where it came from. Of just, you know, part of nonsensical. But that's a wild ride start to finish. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh goodness gracious tonight. In your bathtub. This needs a movie adaptation. Oh no. Oh my god. That's gas. If there's one thing I could describe it as, it would be memorable. Oh, I'm trying to think. I know I've had some... I mean, the dream I had last night was pretty wild, but I know I've had some other wild ones that are kind of funny as well, which is why I wouldn't mind sharing them, you know? Ooh, oopsie. Carla says I had a dream that I had to attend a class about specifically about baking powder. I mean, look, you gotta know what it does. You gotta know what it does. Da, 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 da. Oh, I keep doing that. I don't know how I'm managing that. Hello, goodbye. Acha. Did you? Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it for now. I'll fix it in a second. Be fine. Be grand. That I'm still taking in that dream. That's a lot. That's a lot. I actually just the Ugandan knuckles thing reminded me. The first time I ever went into VR, like properly at home, not just like at a convention or something. The first time I spent a while in VR, in the comfort of my own home, I had like really, really vivid dreams about being in VR. Like really vivid, like nothing in particular happened. I was just like hanging out and talking to people, but it was unbelievably realistic. Like it's some of the most realistic dreams I've ever had. It was so wild. I don't know. Oh, Puffermaster, you've had the same experience. Has anybody else had this experience where the first time you try VR, it just becomes the inside of your brain? Like your dreams are exactly like that. It's so weird. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And it's weird because the reason it felt strange is because the dream, like, everything felt normal and everything felt just, like, kind of like real life. But I knew that I was in VR. If that makes it. It was really strange. It was really, really wild. Okay, I'm going to use up a few more of these and then we're going to go see what builds we have. I sometimes have vivid flying dreams where flying is just like swimming in the air. Oh, I still get upset if I wake up from a flying dream and I can't fly. I still feel scammed about that. I'm gonna be honest. I'll never be at peace with that. Take one says, I've never experienced VR, but I did dream about video game development for a while and I started working on my game. Oh, that's kind of cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. Well, as long as it was a fun video game, you know? Can you be sure McDarren didn't put the headset on you and play a cheeky prank? I just wake up in VR. Goodness gracious. I wouldn't be in the better of that for a while. Do you know, that would probably have a similar confusing effect on me as glasses wearers who wear contact lens wearers, I suppose. Who here has woken up with your contact lenses still in? I don't recommend this. It's really bad for your eyes. Take your contact lenses out at night. But if you ever woken up with your contact lenses still in, for whatever reason, it's your own business, and you have a moment of, oh my god, I can see. Ollie! Thank you so much for 12 months. Really happy that I found this community when I did. This community's helped me through a hard time, even if I tend to stay pretty quiet in chat. Oh, Ollie, I'm glad we can keep you going, and I hope you know you're always welcome to be as loud or as quiet as you want in chat. You're always welcome. Oh, this is so sweet. Thank you for an entire year. Holy moly. That's a fast year. Well, I mean, it was a year-long year, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh, goodness gracious tonight. But yeah, do not sleep in contacts. Like, I did once. Once because I kind of had to. I shouldn't have done. Like, I really shouldn't have done it. It wasn't worth it. I was stranded at somebody's house, and I didn't have my glasses with me. And at the time, I would have worn monthlies. So I would have been wearing contacts, like, much more often than glasses, which is kind of wild to think about, because I really like how glasses look on me now. But anyway. So I had just opened this pack of monthlies, or like this pair. I just started using them. And I didn't want to throw them out, and I didn't have anything to put them in. I didn't have a little thing of solution. I had no way to get home. So I just slept with them in, and it was terrible. It was terrible, and it hurt my eyes, and I never did it again. I never did it before that, and it's terrible. Don't do it. Don't do it. Caroline says, I've only kept them in once because I lost my bag with my glasses and all my contact lens stuff, and I got an eye infection from it. Yeah, it's not worth the risk. It's really, really not. You got to be careful with your eyes. You got to be very, very careful with your eye health. Eye health. I just hit myself directly in the tooth when I did that. Oops. Oh, goodness. It wasn't even a good sleep with the contacts in. Like, because I just wake up every 20 minutes realizing how uncomfortable my eyes were. It was terrible. It was awful. It was a really, really silly idea, but it made sense at the time because I was a broke college student and contact lenses aren't particularly cheap. So, oh my god, I did it again. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Lady Faustus, I'm so glad I switched to dailies for contact. I used to not be able for dailies, so I used to use monthlies because it worked out a little cheaper for me at the time because I would have been wearing my contacts all the time, non-stop. Like, can you imagine if I just looked like this all the time? Now, I realize I don't have very, like, thick-rimmed glasses, so it's not a huge difference, but, like, who's this? Who is this? I feel like the what emote right now. It feels wrong, you know? Madam, where is the cake jumper? Oh, goodness. Who are you? What did you do with cake? But I really, really like how I look with glasses. It's something it took me a while to get used to, but once I found the right pair of glasses, I just feel better, you know? And my eyes are much more comfortable all the time. All the time. You actually have big eyes without the glasses. I do. I also have big under eye circles, but as I've gotten older, I've realized, you know, that's actually just a very normal thing that most people experience. It do be like that sometimes. It do be like that. Yeah, it's really strange, like, the difference a pair of glasses can make to someone's appearance. And I don't want to say for the better, because I don't think I look worse without them. But, like, I think they're a nice addition. If you can make a necessity into an accessory, then why not? That's my life advice for you. That goes for glasses wearers, users of mobility aids, or any other kind of, you know, hearing aids, anything like that. If you could make it into an accessory, why not? If you have to have it all the time, why not make it nice and cool, you know? Jedi! Thank you for 13 months. Just got back from building a studio set for tomorrow's shoot. Now I get to chill here. Thanks for 13 months of joy. Jedi, thank you for a long old time. And very exciting. Look at you off doing things, Jedi. Things all the time, non-stop. Oh my goodness. Delighted it's going well. Sorry, I have to do a little quick sniffle. I'm thankfully sniffling a lot less in the last while. I'm feeling much better. Oh goodness. People shit on Clark Kent's disguise. Don't know the magic of glasses. Like, people look... I remember in school, over the summer one year, I went into the local supermarket with my mum, and someone ran up to me. And I didn't know who... I had no idea who this person was. And they were like, Josephine Hill, how are you doing? Oh, lovely to see you. Ah. And I was like, who are you? Turns out it's a friend from school who I would have seen every day in school, like literally every day. Even though I was quiet, like I would have still hung out, we would have talked and stuff. But the difference was she had gotten she'd gotten contact lenses and she had her braces taken off. So I was just like, who are you and how do you know me? Oh, it was wild. It's absolutely mad the way like small things like that can change someone's appearance entirely. It's crazy. Crazy. I might leave this bit open for now. Crazy. Holy moly. I hope I'm doing this in the right pattern. Whew. I'm actually just going to go and make some more tiles because we're not... the tiles. We're not using the bricks at all. Same... Yeah, fancy medication cases. If you have medication that you have to take on the daily... Oh, hello! Why not put it in a nice little case? If you can, of course. It's not all suitable for that. And you probably, you know, don't put it in a case that it shouldn't be in. But if you can safely make it look nice and make yourself feel better about having to take it safely, why not? Why not? Why not? Wearing headphones and glasses makes my head hurt like no matter what I do. Flow is on the exact same page as me. Bayer Dynamic headphones. Hang on. These are the ones I'm using. I'm using Bayer Dynamic DT770s. Let me show you. Ah. They are the most comfortable headphones I have ever worn in my life. Like, even I have a really nice pair of wireless headphones for, like, the gym or going out walking or around the house and stuff. They are really comfy. They are not as comfortable as these. These are the only headphones I can wear for hours. Hours and hours and hours while wearing my glasses, and they do not hurt. They do not hurt at all. And yes, the audio quality is very, very good as well. They're just brilliant headphones. They're not super cheap. They're not like in the same price range. I don't think they're in the same price range as like a nice HyperX headset, which to be fair, if someone happens to be looking for a headset or you know, whatever. No, excuse me. And you don't have glasses, they're great. And they got a little microphone if you're into that. But these are just, if you just want a nice pair of headphones, these are great. Like, they really are. Where am I going? Oh, they're only €120. That's alright. I couldn't remember how much they were because they were McDara's and he got a new pair, so he would not accept more than, like, very small price for them. I was like, I insist! He was like, okay! So, you know, they're just lovely. They sound so, so good, and they're so comfy. I'm gonna drop off all of this stone, all these tiles in here, since the glass isn't being used anymore. Because I'm gonna just go and see if we have any builds to show off today. Firestar, how are you doing? I have Hi-Fi Man headphones that I don't find uncomfortable with glasses, while my old Sennheisers were. Sennheisers are really uncomfortable with glasses. Like, they really, really are. Don't know what it is. There's just some way they held on to the noggin, you know? Did anyone else have trouble recognizing people when we didn't have to wear masks anymore? I didn't, but only because I didn't get... well, the only people I got to know for the first time during the entirety of the pandemic were people online. That's not an exaggeration. I haven't gotten... And I know it sounds kind of sad, like, oh no, you don't have any new friends, but like, I haven't gotten to know anybody new. Oh, Ninja Amber, hello! Lads, give a wave of welcome for Amber. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. How was Firewatch? Tell us all about it. Tell us the bits, tell us the bobs. How are you getting on? Are you well? Are you well? It was great. Oh, what'd you get up to? I've not played Firewatch myself, and I actually don't know a whole lot about the game, but I hope you did a lovely old time. We're talking about headphones and being comfortable and wearing glasses. I don't actually know. Do you wear glasses, Amber? I don't remember. Sometimes I try and picture people in my brain and I can't remember if they have glasses on or not. It's an interesting story. It involves fire. There you go. There you go. Oh, goodness. I hope you had a lovely time. That sounds good. Oh, you do have glasses. What headphones do you wear? We're not putting you on the spot or anything. I'm just nosy. Just nosy. Because we're talking about the ones that are comfortable to wear with glasses. Zarg Dragon says, even though we knew each other before the pandemic, yeah, so me and Zarg Dragon knew each other before the pandemic, but we didn't really get to, like, know each other properly until we were all stuck at home and I started streaming and we started chatting, you know? We need to know, it's the burning question. Skull Candy. Oh, I forgot all about Skull Candy. That's a name I haven't heard in many years. I remember I really wanted a pair of Skull Candy headphones and I didn't get them, but... Oh, wait, the February 2022 fish crate is here. Did anybody order the fish crate? The fish crate is very important. Gotta get that fish crate. Oh, we have 3 new builds. Exciting times. I had a pair I lost in the snow one time. My dad found it after the snow melted. And they still worked. That's very impressive. Oh my goodness. Huh. It's very, very cool. And we have an updated build. The stream's going well. We've kind of just been chatting. I've been working away on a few things on the server, and we've just been chatting and messing and just standard Monday carry on, you know? Marsh! Hello! Marsh, are you well? Are you very, very well? I'm always impressed with the electronics that just seem invincible. You know something, like, other than the Nokia Blokia, because everybody knows that that is going to... One of those will still work in 1,000 years' time. Motorola Razr phones were indestructible. I remember going on a school trip and one of the girls in my class had a Motorola Razr. We went to a theme park. It got literally like submerged in water and we put it in like a thing of rice and it worked the next day. It was dropped. It was maybe not thrown around, but it was dropped. It had mishaps. Motorola Razrs were indestructible. I never had one. Because I think I had a Sony Ericsson, one of the little music ones, but they were indestructible as far as I'm concerned. So strong. No one can spook you. I actually don't know what this song is, but if you want to look it up, it's Sunny Day Summer Nintendo Mix. I think it's by, it's Shadow at Noon, so nice little mix. I love a little mix. Motorola phones in general are durable. I got a Motorola G8 play and I've dropped it so many times, not a single scratch. Do they still make phones? I actually have no idea. Amber, thank you for 21 months. How's the apple cake? Did you break down doors? He broke down my door to share it, actually. It's really good. Really, really, really nice. I haven't tried the drink yet, and I cannot remember what it's called, but I'm going to try that this evening. I'm very excited. I'm so excited. Oh, goodness. Definitely try it out. I want to try the recipe for myself. I love apples in baking. Like, I was only saying, I think it was sometime, maybe the start. It was probably this day last week. I was like, lads, I would love an apple pie. So, you know, it all worked out okay. All right. We are about to do a little tour of some builds, lads. Are we ready? Are we ready to see what people have been working on? Are we ready to go? Are you ready to go? We're gonna go. Oh, Leah's house. On the hill behind the big rainbow. Just thought you'd like to see the finished thing. Where's the rainbow? Is Leah online? Leah's not online. I don't know where this is. On the hill behind the big rainbow. Behind Jana's house, maybe? That's a big rainbow. Oh, this hill. Oh, this house. Do you remember we saw this last week? I was like, oh, I wonder who's making that. Yes. All right. This must be it. Gotta lurk and get food, so have a good rest of your stream and a good rest of your day. You're a good egg, a smelly nerd. No, you. No, you. Amber, thank you so much for the raid. You have a good lurk and you get yourself a good bit of food. All right. Oh, yeah. There's 2 Barad-dûr for you to know, Alpaca. 2 of them. I'll show you in a minute if you'd like. Give me up. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. There is more than one, I'll show you. This is real. It's a fine trek to get up here, lads, I have to say. Up, up, up. I think this is it. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, this is it. Leah's house. We made it. Lads, I don't think Leah is here, but give it up. Give it up for Leah. I want to see a wave of appreciation. This is a gorgeous location. Now, before we even go in, this is a gorgeous location. I wanted to build something here for ages. And I'm not like, oh, I wish... No. Because I kept going up trying to build something and I just wouldn't be able to. I'd tear it all down again. So I'm so glad somebody did something here because it looks so beautiful. Like, look at this from a distance. Look at that. Look at that. That's so pretty. And Leah's head is right here. So you know who lives here. Oh, goodness. Oh, you are here just lurking while attempting to wire wrap some rocks. You get those rocks wrapped up. You wrap those rocks. That's really hard to say. And Pag Louise, a good night. You have a good sleep for yourself and we'll see you soon. We'll see you very soon. We got 2 little cute trees outside. Oh, look at that. That's really clever. So we have 2 composters that are just almost full to be potted plants. That's so good. That's so clever. I'd never thought of that. Hang on. I need to just get us more music because that video was only shortish. What we got? What we got? What we got? We need a tune. We need a tune. I'm going to put on the happy upbeat music, Pokemon music. We didn't listen to this already, did we? I don't remember if we listened to this. Well, if we did, we're listening to it again. I think it was a different one we started with. Is the volume okay for you? Not too loud, not too quiet? There we go. Alright, so I think this is tough. One of the new blocks in recent. Now, we got all the essentials, like Dave. We have Dave here. What else we got inside? We got crimes, crimes within the crimes, crimes with Flaming Elmo, and the My Pride flag. So we got all the essentials, everything I would expect from a build on this server. Oh, this is my coming out wall. I'm trans and non-binary. Give it up! I'm not planning on coming out to family due to iffy things said, but just wanted to share. Well, you know what? You know what? You are valid. You are valid. And you don't have to come out to anybody if you don't feel safe to do so. I know there's a... Just a quick thing. I know there's a lot of excitement about coming out to, you know, friends or family or whatever, but, you know, don't ever pressure anyone into coming out because not everyone's ready and not everyone, you know, has a support system around it. So we're gonna have a big wave of Pride Sharks because we're gonna be here accepting you for exactly who you are. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. And we got so many friends. Look at these friends. Look at all of these friends. We got Boots and Teal and Unnamed Cat number 1, and we have Unnamed Cat number 2. And we got decapitated heads. Oh, that's Zargan Dragon's head. It's a piglin, a spider, zombie villager. I'm actually not sure what that is. I thought it was a skeleton, but... Oh, I think it's a skeleton horse. That's Zargan Dragon. Mod murder. Oh, goodness. I think that's Viridium, I'm almost sure. Whose head is that? I don't remember. I recognize it and I just can't think of who it is. Barbaric. Oh, God. Oh, it's Hotama's. That's I knew it from somewhere. I knew it was someone I'd seen on the server a lot. It must always be a crime. Oh, a spud cake gave me his welcome gift. This must be one of the spuds. If you join the server while I'm online for the first time, I will appear and I'll just throw baked potatoes at you. Because they're a very good food. They're just great. Just good food. Just good eating. Is this... Oh, it's just... Secret shulker. Let's go upstairs and see what it's all about. Oh, this is nice. Hello! How are you doing? This is a really nice... Oh, I like the ceiling. Look at that. That's very nice. Oh, we got a little storage area in here. This is beautiful. Look at the view. You can see all the way out to the arena. Look at that. You can see all the way to the arena on that side. Oh, you can't quite see Shark, but you can see as far as Hedge's house. There we go. Bog Marble says, I remember when I first joined the server, did not expect cake to appear in front of me. I will do that. And that it's a a promise and a threat that if you join the server and I'm online, I will appear and I'll just throw food at you. Oh, hang on, can we see the little cafe? Jedi's little cafe. We got, oh, you can see the little fishbowl diving point. Remember when joining the server, it used to give you 69 clocks. It's true. Rest in peace, the laggy mine hut server. This world started on a little mine hut. And it was something. It was something. It was like pulling teeth. Big, welcome in. How are you keeping? Are you well? I hope you're very, very well. This is such a cute house. I really like this. Hang on. I want to do a little... There's not downstairs I'm missing or anything, is there? I just want to make sure we got everything. Do I missing parts of people's nice builds? Let's do a little flyby on the outside. Can you use the server with Switch Minecraft? Yes, it's Bedrock compatible. So if you're on Switch or if you're on like Windows 10 edition or whatever, you should be able to join. You have to just join a little differently, but there's a whole how-to over in Discord. Look at that. It's so cool. Look at it. It's such a pretty house. And Bullshirt, thank you so much for 11 months. It's a long old time. It's a long old time. Holy moly. Holiest of molies. How are you doing? Like, hang on. Let me show you. I was walking through the desert the other day looking up at this house. Let me just show you. Ooh. That just looks so cool. That is so cool. Thank you for letting us look around your house, Leah. I thank you very much. I thank you very, very much. Beep. Doing good. Hope you're doing well too. I'm doing pretty well, honestly. We're having a good one. A nice one, in fact. Next up. Ooh. We got a build called Dreadnoughts by Dr. Murloc. Build chords. I'm going to take a picture of this. Hang on. Build coordinates we have here. Information. This is the first of many exhibits in my unfinished museum. Ooh. Ooh. All right, let's go. Let's go. Are we ready to see the beginning of a museum? Give it up for Dr. Murloc. We're going. Beep. What? Oh my god, that's so good! Oh, that is so cool! Ah! To scale! Hang on, hang on. I'll make you a daytime so we can see this. That is incredible! Oh my god! So, definitely not scale that's much bigger than scale. I'm so impressed. Oh my god. Also, hello Aesthetic, how are you keeping? What's it made of? Dinosaur. I remember Dr. Murloc talking about doing a museum build, but I didn't realize we'd be going all out, and I thought it was going to be like little teeny tiny models. It's quartz, which is why it has such a lovely kind of texture to it, because bone block you can't make slabs or stairs out of bone block. This is amazing. This is so cool. I can't get over this. I gotta go down here. Oh, and there's a little book. I don't know how to say that. Shrani is known from two partial skeletons discovered in Santa Cruz province, Argentina. It's one of the largest terrestrial vertebrates known. It possesses the greatest mass of any land animal that can be calculated with reasonable certainty. It's known for a more complete skeleton than any other gigantic titanosaurian. It's estimated to be 49 tons standing at 26 meters. Paleontologist Kenneth Lacavara, who discovered the species, chose the name Dreadnoughtus, which means fears nothing, stating, "I think it's time for the herbivores to get their due for being the toughest creatures in an environment." Fun fact, we have a skeletal completeness of 70.4% for it. Just like modern archosaurs with tails, crocodilians, it had bones below the vertebrae called chevrons. I called this... His name Terrence. Everybody say hello to Terrence. The animal's broad sternal bones also demonstrate a wide pectoral girdle, giving it a broad-shouldered, broad-chested appearance. Paleontologist Kenneth Lackover compared the animal's gait to an imperial walker. Extra. I'm not an expert. I may have made mistakes. Just let me know if I have. Dr. Burlock, this is incredible. This is so cool. I can't get... I have to fly around this again. This is just so cool. Oh, sorry. My foot is stuck in my chair. Look at the little details here as well, like the chain around it as well, all the little support beams, or what would you call them? Support? I don't know what they are. Supports. Hello, Terrence. This is incredible. It's so big. Oh my god, I can't get over just how tall it is. Big boy. We love you, Terrence. I'm patting him. I'm not breaking him. I'm just giving a little pat on his head. That is one of the coolest things I've seen on here. This is incredible. This is going to be huge when it's done. Like, if your plan is to make them all very big. Also, for anyone who's new to the stream or hasn't come along to the Minecraft streams before and isn't familiar with the server, this is a survival server. I can't get... That's just so cool. What's this? Oh, this could be part of the museum. This was built in survival. I need a sip of water. Once again. So Dr. Baroque says, I'm planning other sauropods. We are going to be keeping an eye out for your builds. This is so cool. It's so cool. Fluffle says, I'd love to see him with a hat. Maybe Halloween, we can all give them silly little hats. It's so cool. Can we get a wave of appreciation once again for Dr. Murlock's work? This is really cool. All the little details in like the spine and everything, and it's so cool. So cool. This is so cool. I'm gonna stand back here and have a look. It's so good. Oh, we can give them little Santa hats as well this Christmas. And Pigeon, go get yourself a good sleep. A very, very good sleep. Big sleep. We'll see you soon. This is so cool! Thank you so much for showing us this. Oh my goodness, I'm just blown away. This is so good. So good. So good! Alright, we're going on to our next build. If anybody wants to check this out, if Dr. Murlock is okay with it, you can maybe ask to come out and see it. This is so good. It's not too far from spawn. It's like 1,000 blocks out one way. Oh, hang on, I've accidentally disabled my movement. Here we go. I'm just so impressed. So impressed. Alright, next build. Boats. Wait, was that the update? Hang on. Is that everything? Oh, hang on, yes. Okay, so boat. Boat ready. Is there anyone here who hasn't seen Frostnate's boat? It's another big build. We're getting a little update every so often on it. It's so cool. I can't get... That's just neat. This is just so cool. Look at you guys go. Look at you go! Oh, dear. Alright, so if there's anyone who hasn't seen the boat is big. Another big build. Big boat. HMS Olympic. Here we are. So we've been getting little updates on this from Frostnate. What have we got new this week? Lads, give it up. To start off. Give it up for Frostnate! Big work being done out here. So, we start up here today because now the 4th smokestack produces a lot less smoke. Ooh. Ooh, less smoke. Oh, Flo, you haven't seen this before. We'll do a proper flyby at the end. Don't worry. We'll do a proper big flyby. We'll show you. Now, let me just... oh, you're right. That is less smoke. It didn't have any boilers connected to it. That's true. That's true. I remember someone was saying this. Actually, it could have been yourself, Nate, was saying this last week, that there were no boilers actually connected to it. Where are you gone? Here you go. Oh, down we go. Imigaro says this is such a relaxing time. I'm crying out because I've been super stressed lately. Oh, lads, can we get a bit of goodness for Imigaro? I hope we can keep you relaxed. I feel like a lot of people are going through a lot of stress, a lot of strain at the minute, so I hope we can take your mind off it for a little while. I really, really hope so. You poor chicken. You deserve a good rest of the brain. And it is healthy to cry as well. I know that's not easy to hear when you're, you know, sobbing uncontrollably, but it's healthy to let it out, alright? Boiler room in progress. So we saw the start of this last week. This looks... Can I go in here? Can I... Oh, no, okay, I can't go in here. Something happened here. Capybaras are not permitted to enter the boilers. There's a reason this happened. I think Lady Cap, I think she's been running around in here. Can we take a minute to appreciate as well the wall design? It's all pistons, but it's made to look like there's pipes running along, and I just think it's so clever. I can't get over it. I think it's so cool. We saw a little bit of it. I think it must have been last week, and I just think that's neat. I just think that's neat. All right, let's go in. Coal storage. Storage for coal. That's a lot of coal. It's a lot of coal. Not cold, coal. I'm still following. Capybara was making mischief. Making mischief. So Nate says the floor being darker due to being dirty and with coal dust. Ooh. Oh, you know that. Look at that. That makes sense. Dusty. Well, loading shovels to shovel the coal in. You gotta load in all the coal. This is so cool. Ooh. Ooh, look at this. What's up here? Can I see what's up here as I go up? Oh, the smokestacks are actually directly connected now. Oh, that's so cool. So like these little boiler rooms are connected to the smokestacks. Oh, wait. I forgot you can't go out that way anymore. Beetle Painter, welcome in. I just found this stream randomly. I love the wholesome energy. Ah, Beetle Painter, you're very welcome in. I hope you're having a good Monday for your good self. We only go pure mad every so often, but you know, we just like to have a nice little time. Can we get a little wave of welcome for anyone who might be new this evening? It's always lovely to have you. Always very nice to have you. This is brilliant. Alright, I'm still following, I promise. I'm still following. I swear I'm following. I swear I'm not getting distracted. See, they say it's all lovely here, but then every so often I just kind of go... when you least expect it, so there is that. I haven't had a chance to do much more this week, but I do have a... Ooh. We do have a tale to tell. We have a tale to tell. Sorry, I'll stop now. Well, Nathan's typing up the story. We have a shark close-up for anyone who needs it, and for anyone who's new. This is my co-host. This is Shark. His name is Oscar, but you can call him Shark. And he loves you very much. And you may not realize it, but you're good. And Shark knows this. Shark knows this to be a fact. It's a real fact. And he's gonna do his little dance for you. Oh yeah, he is. His little groove. Oh, there he goes. Now. He do be grooving. Oh, he do be grooving. Alright, we have story time. So, Aki, this is Aki-line, was curious of what I was doing on the server. And they kept missing whatever I was building. So I sent them a clip, and the first response was just, holy shit, Nate. I mean, to be fair, This is a huge build. This is absolutely huge. Like, it's so, so impressive. It is one of the biggest builds on the server, by far. And there's a lot of very big builds on here. There's another very, very big ship as well, but I think we might have, like, a boat war. Now, to be fair, they're different styles. You can't really compare them, but just so impressed. Ems Venus says, Shark is so friend-shaped. I'm tearing up. Oh! He is friend-shaped. He's very, very friend-shaped. Nate says, most of my week is spent getting materials for and making the pistons. I love the piston wall. It's just so, so cool. Needed over a shulker worth of pistons. Oh my god. I think it was worth it. I think it looks so, so cool. So cool. Like that. Like that. Oh, we got more coal storage. Or was this the coal? No, that was the coal storage we were in a minute ago. Never mind. This is so cool. I can't get over it. Oh my goodness. I love that we're just getting like little updates on this week in, week out. It's just so, so cool. So, so cool. Whew. Splinter Boy, how are you keeping? Are you well? Are you very well? A hello to you. Did-ding. This is so cool. Not counting the iron and redstone, that's 7 blocks per 1 piston, so it's annoying to get large amounts of them. Oh god, it would be. Like, I'm so impressed. Like, the dedication. Is there anyone you want to shout out? Does anyone be helping you gather materials, or have you been doing it mostly yourself? I'm curious to know. Very curious to know. Now is the hour. Now is the hour. Can we see the bridge? Yes, absolutely. I'll do a little flyby. I'll show you the whole lot in 1 minute. Oh, sorry, my back just crunched. Nate has been doing this all by themselves. All by themselves. All the gathering, all the crafting, all the placing, all the doing. Lads. Give it up! Give it up. Give it up. That's a lot of work. This is a big boat. It's a Titanic. Close. It's a sister ship to the Titanic. It's the HMS Olympic, which is, it's very similarly laid out and everything. So, well spotted. Very, very well spotted. It's so cool! I want to do a little flyby. Oh, little shout out to Rainbow Crow and Capybara who have helped out here and there. So now. You ready for the flyby? Ah, ow. Cappy did drain the entire lower compartment while they were offline now. Big up Lady Capybara. She's well able for it. Are you ready to see it? Oh, it's so cool! Ah, it's so good! It's so, so cool. Look at that. Look at that. Rainbow Cross says, me help. I believe I was more of a menace. Oh, sure, look, aren't we all a little bit of a menace? Oh, apparently Nate worked on one more thing. Meet me at the bow. Lads, which part of a boat is the bow? Oh, here. I knew that. I definitely knew that. I just definitely wasn't just coincidentally at the right place. Hello. Where are we going? What are we doing? Oh! So he's decided on the design for the cargo hatches. Oh! Ooh, this looks good. Look at this. Oh, Beetle Pager. So this is our subscriber server. We've had it going for, it's weird to say a couple of years, but it has been almost actually a couple of years. It's just incredible the stuff people make. It really, really is. The boat's a perfect setup for a murder mystery. It's big enough for one, honestly. So Nate says 2 cranes were used to lower cargo all the way down to the lowest deck through these hatches. So they'd like open up and the cranes would get tick, 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 and just lower the stuff in. That's so cool. Just the knowledge you have on this boat and like the fact that you've recreated it so faithfully, that's just cool. That's just neat. That's also very cool over there. Not related, but Good to see it. Alucard says, so a ship that looks like the Titanic in the middle of a bunch of icebergs. Well, you know, good point. What are the odds of it sinking? Twice. Nate says, I've had to bring up the actual deck plans of the Olympic class of ships. I thought far too much about this. I think you've thought an impressive amount about this. Like, it's just... Look at this! Like, even after increasing the number of chunks that you can, like, the render distance on the server, you have to stand towards the middle to see the whole thing because it's so big. It will never sink. It will never sink. Thank goodness. Maybe. It is about to... I wouldn't be so worried about the iceberg. I'd be more worried about the fact that it's about to crash into the world border. I'd be much more concerned about the world border than the iceberg. Oh, goodness. We are a long way out. So it's about 300 blocks long. Alucard says, I hate to ask this question, but how many lifeboats is he going to have? Oh! Thought about the lifeboats. We have lifeboats. There are several. Here they are. Here they are. And Avalon Wolf, thank you so much for continuing your gift sub. That's incredibly kind of you. You're too good. You're too good. Thank you. Here we go. An experiment Twitch, hello. Not enough lifeboats. I mean, that's pretty accurate to the real thing, you know? The world border wouldn't stop this cruise ship, just like any iceberg couldn't stop the Titanic. Oh god. Just like real life. The lifeboats only fit about half the people designed to be on the ship, so accurate. There you go. Accurate, just like real life. Oh good. It is so cool though. I can't get over it. It is so good. Oh, there's like he's been making the cabins and everything. It's just... Oh, there's more over here now. It's so much. There's so much. Like, I'd say this is... There's going to be more as well. Like, there's going to be more floors and everything. It's just so much. Lads. Give it up. Give it up right now. For us, Nate! And the HMS Olympic. It's so cool. Already 100,000 blocks just in concrete alone. That is so impressive. Wolf sir, hello! I just got back from brunch to take my boyfriend. It was really nice. I love him. Ah, it's so cute. Oh, lovely to have you. That's so sweet. That's so cute. So cute. That is... That's just so good. Floto says, can I rent a cabin? I mean, if you ask nicely, maybe. Maybe. I don't know where you'll be going, but I'm sure if you ask nicely, there'll be no trouble. Oh, goodness. Pistons, I now hate them. I imagine so. Oh my goodness. So cool. I know you can hear me on stream, but delay and... Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, goodness. G-Field, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Rosu. Woo, I'm not saying it. Thank you so much. That's incredibly kind. You're so good. You're so good. I got a sub gift to me. I figured it was time to pass the gift on to someone else. Ah, that's so sweet. Can we see some good eggs? A few little good eggs, because you're all very good. I love this boat. Thank you so much for the tour, Frost Nate. I love seeing this come together. It's so good. So cool. Big boat. Big boat. Ah, look at that. Look at that. The whole way across. 100,000 blocks of concrete. That's a lot of concrete. I'm so glad we got that plug-in to make it faster to make concrete from concrete powder, because goodness knows how long it would have taken otherwise. Thank you, Frostate! Alright, we have one more build to look at for Hazelburb City. And Selector Boy, we'll see you soon. Look after yourself. Hazelburb City, the high tier house, which we haven't seen yet. Hello and welcome to an update of Hazelburb City. I finally finished building the high tier house example. So now people have a choice of 3 different tiers when moving in. I want to take this moment to thank everyone working on the tunnel to Hazelburb City. Oh, it motivated me back to playing Minecraft and working on the city. Thanks also to Cake for coming up with the idea of the tunnel. You're all good eggs and deserve good things. Much love from Alex Burb. Ah! Give it up for Alex Burb. Give it up. If it wasn't for Alex Burb making this city, we wouldn't be digging this enormous tunnel, so... You know, and I've really been liking working on the tunnel, even if I've been doing a little here and there. Just it's nice when everyone comes together to work on something. You know, it's good fun, good fun. Oh, one last note from Nath. I hope that I can crack down on getting the lowest deck completed over this week, considering I didn't need to make 1,500 pistons. Ah! Oh goodness, that's a lot of pistons. Holy moly, the dedication is just so incredible. So cool. So good! Alright, here we are. Hello and welcome to Hazelburb City. Here everyone is welcomed, no matter who they are and who they love. If you ever need to talk to someone about LGBTQ plus things, hit me up on Discord or something, says Alex Burb. I'll listen and try to help provide comfort to the best of my abilities. If you need a parent, I'm your dad now. You is good, you is loved, you matter. Alex Burb, dad. Alright, if anybody needs a dad, Alex Burb is your dad now. Everybody say hello. It's a lot of pressure, but I believe in you. I believe you can do it. This is your dad now. Sorry, I actually didn't mean to do that twice. I'm sorry. I am ready for the tour. Is there anyone here who hasn't seen Hazelburb City yet? Because it is incredibly cool. It's gorgeous. You can live here, by the way. If you're on the server, if you're on the server and you want a house here, you can just ask Alex Burb about it. And if you want to even help out building it, I'm sure, you know, it's all appreciated. Cheap Boy wants in. All right, if you get yourself a sub and you get yourself on here, you can get yourself a little house. I hope nothing tries to kill us on the way here. That is really bright moonlight. Oh my goodness. Courtesy father. Oh, Jedi has a little house here. All the cool kids are living out in Hazelburb City. It's so cool. So it's a work in progress, as you can see, and there's different tiers of houses. There's teeny tiny houses, like you can see off in the distance. There's mid-tier houses, and we're about to see for the first time properly. We're about to see the big house. Properly for the first time. We're ready. Are we ready? Oh, I'm so excited! I'm so excited we're going in. Oh, we got terracotta and everything. Look at this. Look at the details on this. We have prismarine, we have terracotta, all the little bits and bobs. Alright, I'm ready to go in. What's in here? What's this? Is this like a gatehouse? Gatehouse. Or maybe somewhere nice to hang your coats. We got a pond! It could be prison as well, you never know. We got a little pond. Look at this pond. Look at this pond. No friends in the pond. You can bring your own friends to put in the pond if you'd like. Oh, wait. This is really nice. I love the use of the stairs here. Oh, that's gorgeous. So the ponds are empty so people can add fish or axolotls. You can bring your friends. They can move in. Same as this side. Yeah. Oh, this is so cool. Look at this! Look at the Tory gate. Look at this. Look at this! 2 lions. Look at these big lions. They're just lying around. Oh, that's a good point, actually, saying don't add fish and axolotls. You can add one or the other, but not both. Or they will be ate. 2 lions because big cats protecting the house. So this is your security. You get built-in security with this house. That's a good deal. It's a very good deal. Very good. All right, I'm following you. I'm following. Let's go. Do. Oh, we got a lookout tower. Look at this. Oh, look at the view. You can see all the way down to the little small houses. So cool! And the teeny tiny house, which I think belongs to Lady Capybara. And you can even see out this way a little bit. Hacha! It's so cool! I love the little lookout. This reminds me, actually, Alex Burb I think, was it you or was it you and other people, or maybe someone made a similar build, like a little city like this, like it's much, much smaller than this, and it had little lookout towers. You've just jogged my memory. Did I imagine that, or was that a thing you worked on like a good while ago now, not recently at all? It was, yes, it was you in the jungle. I remember that, because I remember the look, I love the lookout towers. Pleb tiny houses. Ah, they're cute though. They're cute. I love the lighting. I love the sea lanterns. Love it. Love it. Very, very nice. Very good. Very, very good. Woohoo. So, Alex Burp says, I left the side buildings empty for people who want to do what they want. So, this building is empty. The one across here, I imagine, is similarly laid out, but it's empty. Yes. So, you can decorate these parts whatever you want. You can, you know, bring all your own furniture and move it all in, you know. Is the middle part decorated then? Does this have, like, furniture and everything? I'm interested to see. Ooh. Storage, lads. Straight into storage. Very nice. Very, very nice. Look at that. So, Alex Burp says, I just put up chests a second story. Ooh. Can we see the second story? I'm going to invite myself upstairs to see. Real Moira, hello. I actually don't know which, I don't know which track this is off the top of my head, but it's from a little happy, upbeat Pokemon music mix. I don't remember which game that one was from. But how are you doing, Moira? You're very welcome in. So look at all of this space for activities. Look at this. So you got your stairs, you got your storage downstairs, you can pop your bed and, you know, your little bedside cabinet, everything in here. Is it from Black and White? I had a feeling it sounded like that, but I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure. This is so good. This ceiling is so pretty. I love how the sea lantern is like nearly integrated right up into the. It's just so good. So good. Did you build all of this yourself? Or have you been getting help? Are you just back to building this on your own? I gotta know. We gotta know. Curl, hello! Are you well? It's lovely to have you. I hope you're very, very well. Very, very well. Boy, this is so cute. So cute. Oh, and it's daytime now. I should probably show this off without shaders as well, because I love me shaders, but I want to make sure you know what you're going to be seeing. Oh, so Alex Burb is giving a shout out to Lady Capybara, who helped with getting blocks. Big shout out to Lady Capybara. Oh my god, so good. So good. Let's have a look downstairs again. Is there a cellar or anything, or a basement, or whatever you call those things that are under the ground that we don't have? Oh, there's a tiny farm out the back. Ah, look at this. You can grow your little carrots. Look at this. You can grow your... That's just water. I don't know why I thought I saw something in there, like, moving around. Oh? Oh! There's another door to outside. That's so cool. And Floto says, I don't usually stick around for Minecraft streams. This is also good. How you guys so talented. It's a mixture of talent and determination. Like, the stuff people can do is just so, so cool. Look at these tiny little paths as well. Look at this. So Alex Burr says, I planned on adding an underground story to my own house, but I didn't in this one so people can dig as they want. So if you get one of these houses, the whole deal, and I'm just going to give you a little flyby while I'm telling you this, the whole deal is that just keep the exterior, like, looking the same, but you can do whatever you want indoors, and you can dig down and make, like, a basement or whatever you want. You know, just keep the aesthetic unity of the city is all. And if you have an idea, you know, I'm sure you can run it by Alex Burb. But it's so cool! Where'd you... I lost him. I lost him, he's gone. Man's gone. Where'd he go? And that's it. It. Alex Burb, this is so good, lads! Can we get a wave of appreciation? This is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at it. Would you live here? Go on, marks out of 10. Would you live here out of 10? Because I would live here. Oh, I didn't even acknowledge. Hang on, there's some little bits down here. Look at this. You get a little azalea tree and another lookout point. Look at that. Look at that. 10, says Derelict Diva. We love to see it. And there's more little bits and bobs back here. You can grow all of your food. 50 out of 10. Ooh. 10 out of 10. We're getting high marks here today, lads. Yes out of 10. Also yes out of 10. If you want cake, if you want a house, you just have to ask. I might go for a smaller one, but you know, I might take you up on the offer. Anyone can ask to live here, by the way. And there's plenty of room for everyone who wants to move in. Like, there's loads of space for houses still. Very, very cool. Oh, it's so good. Look at that. 100 out of 10 says Beetle Painter. That's high praise. 1,000 out of 10. More hundreds out of 10. And, oh, Alex Burb started doing the roads all in basalt. And I saw this. I was running around here the other day. And it really genuinely looks really nice. If I say the word really again, I'm going to have to be told not to anymore. Oh, it looks so good. I'm going to do a quick flyby of the other houses as well. Now, I know people are living in these, so I'm not going to go indoors without permission, but these are the middle-size houses. So if you want to live here, you're like, oh, that's a bit too big. There's these houses. These are lovely. So you don't get the built-in garden, but you do get big house. It's just one house, but it's very, very cool. The project is just incredible. It's so, so impressive. Also, there's the main, like, palace up there. Look at that. Look at that. We got, then, the small houses. I'm just going to do a little fly. Oopsie. A little fly down here. Oop. These are the small houses. I love how these are, like, connected in the middle. It's really, really cool. Look at that. So cool. And these are doty inside. Like, you've everything you need inside the house already. And then there's a teeny tiny look how cute this is. This is Lady Capybara's teeny tiny house. Look how cute that is. Look at it. It's so good. So good. There's something about it that just makes my heart happy. I don't know. It's very sweet. Lads, give it up one more time. One more time for Alex Burb and everyone who's been helping out with the city. This is so good. I love big projects like this in the server. And it's the first time in a while we've had... Actually, I don't know if we had one where everyone's kind of contributing. Like, just in terms of the tunnel and stuff. It's nice to see everyone working together. And, like, this is, just for anyone who's interested in joining, this is a fairly casual server, but it is all in survival. I know I'm flying around and everything, but it is all in survival. And everyone is just so excited to, like, you know, make farms so we have materials to make cool stuff and helping each other out. And you love to see it. We do have PvP arenas where you can bait the head off each other. Don't get me wrong, but it's so cool. I'm going to do a little flyby all the way down here. I love this. Like, genuinely, I love coming into the server and just going for a little run around. It just makes me so happy to see what people are working on. Look at this big, huge building. It's so good. Just want to see, very quickly, I want to show you some details. Look at the big snake. Look at the snake. The snake there. I think there's goose. There's a goose up here. A goose, if you will. We got a lion down here. Another snake. Look at that lion. I really, really like the roof as well. So cool. So cool! It's just a beautiful, beautiful build. Like, I'm so impressed. Also, there's a little bit of the wall. I don't know if we're supposed to show off the wall yet. But Alex Burb has been working on, like, a big wall that's going to go the whole way around. There it is. There it is. Don't tell anybody I showed you the wall. It's a secret wall. Secret wall. So Alex Burb says that they give credit to Bluebit's tutorial. I think that's on YouTube to make a lot of this. But it's just so cool. Credit where credit is due to you as well for actually making it. What is this? Oh, this is help for the train station. Alright, Cheryl is here to help us at the train station. Thank you, Cheryl. Everybody say thank you, Cheryl. Can I get in that? Is Cheryl being paid a fair wage in here? Is Cheryl getting paid holidays? Good on you, Cheryl! Oh, that's Capybara's pig. Well, Cheryl is employed now. I'm very proud. Very proud. How's the dental cover with this job? Did they look after you? He gets all the leftover cookies. He's fine. Oh, yeah. Two people now want to know: does Cheryl have dental? Cheryl, do you get a dental plan with this? She's turned away from me. That tells me everything I need to know. That's it. I'm leaving. No, I'm joking. Oh, this is great. Gamma Star, hello. It's going well. How are you keeping it yourself? Are you well? Are you very, very well? I hope you are. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I hope you're all well. Oh, goodness. Lads, you're too good. You really, really are. I would, you know, I want to chance... I want to chance the journey back on the ice, but I actually don't think... I don't think the chunk load can keep up with how fast it goes. Oh dear. So I'm gonna warp back, but at least there's a way to get out here, which is brilliant. We do care about teeth health. I think Cheryl cares as well, but I don't know. Don't know if she's been looked after. We gotta know. Oh, look at the shifty side-eye we're getting off. Cheryl. Cheryl. Turn around if they're not giving you dental cover. Oh! Cheryl. Turn completely around if you're not getting dental cover. Oh! That's it! Yup! There it is! There it is! Cheryl is not getting dental cover with this job. Now we know. We know the truth. We found out that now we know. Cheryl will break you out of there. We won't, will we, for long? The unions will hear about this though, let me tell you. Well, she doesn't have teeth. She's a pig. Pigs have teeth, right? What if Minecraft What if Minecraft pigs had teeth? And like visible teeth all the time, like a big toothy smile, like. I'm sorry if you can hear my stomach, I'm a little hungry. Then what? Only after she gets her dental plan. Oh, do you not have any teeth? Do you think we can get through here? Oh, watch End of Evangelion, or don't, I guess. Do you think I can get into this portal? I want to fly into this portal, hang on. But I have to actually, I can't moderator fly. I have to fly into it. Lovey Bun says, and with this cursed thought, I'm out for the night. Good night, Lovey Bun. Look after yourself. We'll catch you soon. I'm gonna try to get in here. Oh, it worked! It worked! I immediately regret this. First try, definitely. Why did I do this? I can hear a gas. I'm going back. Wait, will I get crushed if I go back? Oh no, I was just lying down. Okay, it doesn't crush you, thank goodness. Yeah, I was thinking that you as well, Johannes. I was wondering, would I get crushed or like, you know, hurt coming out the other side? But it was alright. It just let me lying down. Nose dive straight into hell. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna head back into town for a minute. I'm gonna put these books into me house. Oh, there you go. Acha. Just keep them safe because I need to put some of the other build books out on display soon for people. I'm going to be lazy and I'm gonna post them to myself. Oh, we do have just a quick mention from a build from last week. We do have a post office now. And you can get a P.O. box. I'll see if there's any room for a P.O. box. There is. There's 2 free. So if you want a P.O. box, here you go. To claim mailbox, just name it. Our specialist mail deliverers will ensure your package is maybe delivered. Now. Cake jumper suffocated in the wall. Oh no. The amount of times this happened to me, let me tell you. Let me tell you. But now. There you have it. Do I still have... Oh, I put all the materials in here. People are so good at building on the server. Like, I still can't get over it. It's just so incredible. Where did I put all the stuff and things? I think I need to go and get more stone. Maybe. Maybe. Official Bixie, welcome in. How are you keeping for yourself? I hope you're having a fine day for your good self. I hope so. Oh, Puffmaster is teleporting to me. Directly to me and not around me. Just right next to me. Hello. Yellow. This was in my post box. Oh, I had someone sent me bread. Oh. Whoever you are, whoever sent me bread, thank you for the bread. Now. Thank you for bread. I thank you very much for bread. Alright, I'm gonna go to the Bill Guild, I'm gonna pick up a little more stone. And then we'll go. Zargan Dragon, I thank you for the bits. You're very kind.
So I said to Siri, surely it's not going to rain today? And Siri said yes it will rain, and don't call me Shirley. I'd forgotten to take my phone off airplane mode.
You know, I've actually not seen Airplane. I just know that that's from that. Did you think that up yourself? Was that your original creation? Ballistic Cat, such a good film. I've heard it's very good. I've just never gotten around to it. I'm very... Don't worry about the slime. Don't worry about that. Oh goodness, I love a joke with the layers. Movie like that. What is that rated? Because if it's an okay rating, we could actually watch it. Acha. What's a good film? Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'm very bad at watching films. Like I'm very bad at. You know, some people are film people and they're always watching a new film. Like there's a lot of people do like threads on Twitter for this is the film I watched like today kind of thing, or you know, I'm watching this many films this week. I think I just don't have the. I do have the attention span. I don't know. I don't like things that are too serious. A lot of films are serious, not all of them, but you know, a lot of the ones that get awards and stuff tend to be very serious altogether. And I like serious things, but have to be the humor, you know. There's no way it's rated that low. I have no idea. Oh, Caroline says in Norway that movie is called Help We're Flying. That's brilliant. That's such a good name. It's PG. Oh. We could actually watch Airplane then. Movie night sometime? Movie night sometime? If it's PG, then it's okay. It's absolutely okay by me if it's okay by everyone else. Perhaps. Maybe one of these fine days. For anyone who is newly subscribed... or if you just haven't had a chance to get in, we do movie nights on Discord every oh, that was weird. Every Saturday. So if you'd like to join in, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. It's PG back when PG actually meant something. I'd say it's probably alright. I'd say it's probably fine. I mean, as long as there's nothing crude in it, then it's probably okay, you know? What's your favorite movie? Says Beetle Painter. Lord of the Rings trilogy. I know what I'm about. Like, straight to the point. I love it so much. It just makes me so happy. It's one of those ones, like, I wouldn't watch it non-stop because I'd be so afraid I'd get sick of it, but I have watched it so many times, and every single time it makes me so happy. I know it's 3 movies, but do you really expect me to pick one of the trilogy? I did actually hear someone make the very good point that The Two Towers is just a horse girl film. So, do with that information whatever you want. Oh, goodness. I think they did everything to just get stuff in without going over the top of the age ratings. Discretion is advised. We'll give you the warning. We'll give you a due warning. But, you know. Viggo Mortensen is my favorite horse girl. Now you know. It's a horse girl film. I mean, there's so many horses in that film. If you watch the trilogy in one sitting, it's a single movie. Exactly. Because I have watched it in one sitting. Sort of, but not really. I want to do, there's a cinema in Dublin that does, I don't know if they're doing it this year. I haven't seen anything about it. Maybe I've missed it, who knows. But they do a marathon of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and it's the extended edition. It's like the director's cut. And they just run, like, all three of them. All three of them. One after the other. And I would love to do that. I'd be in bits, and I'd have to take, like, 2 days off stream. I'm sure you'd understand if I was like, hey, lads, I'm not streaming for 2 days because I'm going to watch The Lord of the Rings non-stop. But I think it would be very fun to try and do sometime. Oh, goodness. Oh, wait. Puffelmaster just typed in-game chat, right, Cake, we got the dental. I'm afraid. We have to see what's going on here. Dental package. Is that a full set of teeth? Thick teeth, thick teeth, thick teeth, teeth, thick teeth, teeth, thick teeth, teeth, thick teeth, also teeth, tongue and other mouth bits. To be fair, you know, we didn't clarify what we meant by a dental package. Bradford says, so this is what I should expect for my job's dental package. Good to know. It's just a box of teeth and other mouth bits. Mouth bits. Mouth bits. Replacement teeth if you need them. How's everybody's mouth bits today? God. Mouth bits to stir your mouth juice with. Ah, no. Oh no. Not the mouth juice. I can't believe you called the mole. You know that anytime I try and think of the name for a molar or a wisdom tooth, I'm gonna think of thick teeth. Do you like your mouth bitty or smooth? Ah! Mouth with no bits. No. Just like high bandwidth straw entered my vocabulary. Exactly. I mean, high bandwidth straw just makes sense, you know? What have you done? Seedless mouth bits. Oh, dare I say, give it up for Puffelmaster on the fast turnaround on this entire mouth. Oh my god, Dark and Dragon, that's a great idea. I'm gonna do it right now. Wait. Do I have it? Done. Done. That is a gold filling. Our crown, exactly. Oh, I should have called it a crown. Oh, well, we know what they mean. We know what it means. Roto Twitch, hello. I'll tell you how it's going. This pig now has a dental package, which is just a box of teeth with mouth bits. So that's how it's going. Also, this pig works at the train station that's going to be built over here. Also, Actricure is a frog. Just leaving you with that information. Aren't the mouth bits pre-installed in the pig? So you know the way your baby teeth fall out? Does that mean that your adult teeth are pre-installed? dentures are DLC. Oh, no, dentures are like a hotfix, but DLC would be like... That'd be like getting veneers or something. Have you ever seen adult teeth under baby teeth? What do you mean? Like when they come up, or? You have adult teeth inside your upper or lower jaw just start store. What do you mean stored there? Wait. No. What? No. What? What? No. What? Okay, I found a diagram, which isn't like it's not quite as disturbing. Just, you know, if you're of a sensitive nature, look away for a second. It's not like a skull or anything. It's just like a drawing, but what? They're just hanging out in there? What do you mean they're just hanging out in there? What? No! No! They're just waiting their turn. How'd you not know this? I didn't do dentistry. I never thought about it. I'd never thought, you know, when you just don't think about something. Like, I know this sounds really silly, but I thought teeth grew? Does this mean every time when I was growing up and when I was told that if I drink lots of milk, my teeth will grow strong, I was being lied to because the teeth already existed? I need a minute. Hello. Oh, no. He immediately leaves. Alright, okay. Okay, so the calcium does still help, so it wasn't lied to entirely. It reinforces them, but... Do I... Who put teeth in my inventory? I know who put teeth in my inventory. Pufflebastard put teeth in my inventory. Oh, he's a bit hollow looking. Your teeth can wear away during pregnancy for around... I just said for 20 years. That's a long time to be pregnant. If you don't have enough calcium, the baby steals your calcium. For any friends here who might be pregnant, please make sure you're getting all your supplements. Why am I still jumping? Oh, Shark's fin was on... Shark's fin was on the keyboard. Lads, what do we like? I think on that mildly cursed note, we might wrap up for the night. Oh god, I have to think about teeth now. I'm not... Okay, so I want to make clear, yeah, like, I'm not freaked out by teeth. I'm not freaked out by going to the dentist. It doesn't freak me out at all, but I have to think about that now. Tooth Fairy's got a lot of work to do. You're welcome for the teeth. Thank you, Pufflemaster. God. Ah! Oh, goodness. Rainbow Crow says, hey, you're the one who said, yeah, stream. I'd do it again. I have to terrorize you every so often, alright? I have to terrorize you every so often. For any new friends, I promise we don't talk about teeth all the time, but, you know. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing Animal Crossing as usual, but I kind of want to see if we can... Okay, we might... I don't want to rush the DLC, but I want to see how much closer we can get to the DLC being finished, because I have been taking my time with it, like really taking my time with it. Science Mission says, I still have a baby tooth at the age of 29 since its adult counterpart was surgically removed before surfacing properly. Oh, that's wild. I still don't have my wisdom teeth after... Well, no, that's a lie. I have them. They just won't come up or down properly, you know? Right, let me give you a quick recap of the rest of the week, because there's so much happening this week. Tomorrow, Animal Crossing. Nice time. Make nice time. Wednesday, I'm doing the wardrobe tour stream. I'm actually kind of nervous for it, but I hope it goes well, and I hope you appreciate all of my clothes. Wardrobe stream Wednesday, as per the sub goal. Thursday, if everything goes to plan, we'll be doing a fundraiser for humanitarian aid in Ukraine. Fingers crossed that will go to plan. I'm still waiting to hear back for 100%. Friday, we're making Irish stew. Friday evening, I'll be over on Board Game Yogi's channel for What's My Line. And then Saturday, myself and Dralna are going to be doing a Spyro the Dragon speedrun race. It is a stacked week. It's going to be the busiest week in a while, so I hope you're excited and delighted, because I'm really excited. Now, lads, as always, I must find somebody I can leave you with. Yes, Irish stew. Good stew. Good soup. Who can I leave you with? Who's gonna look after you for the rest of the night? Oh, I think I know where I'll send you. Do we want to go over to a little bit of music? A little music. I'll dress up for Wednesday. Yes. I will look after myself. Don't worry. I'll take a good rest afterwards. I promise. I'll take a good rest. Now, I'm going to leave you in the care of Kelly for the evening. Kelly is singing. If you haven't heard her sing before, she's incredible. Like, she really is. She's magical. I will see you all tomorrow. I want you all to be very good to yourselves. And if you are new here and you haven't joined us over in Discord, you can head on over immediately. Now, she's in the middle of a song. She obviously won't be able to say hello to you straight away. But lads, thank you so much for everything. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for everything. I will see you tomorrow for Animal Crossing. Goodbye. And for, oh God, all the other things I'm doing this week. Oh God, I'm doing so much this week.